Hello, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Hope your day's going well. Not hope it gets better. Welcome in Helldiver, welcome in Radio Penguin, welcome in Unimo, welcome in Antonio. How are y'all doing? Oh my gosh, it's a Wednesday again. It really doesn't feel like a Wednesday already. We're like halfway through the week, but that's good because, well, actually it's not good. The longer, or I guess the more time progresses, the less time I have to finish the project that I'm working on. And it's just like, oh my god. But on the other hand, I'm like really close to completion, aside from like the final step, which I feel is a bigger step than I'm really acknowledging, so that also worries me, but I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Good, and you? Pretty okay. I hurt, but otherwise fine. Like physical hurt or mental hurt, because both are not good. Welcome in, Lazy Eggs. Happy Wednesday. Hope your day's going well, and I hope it gets better. We're back at it again. We're gonna be crafting the ultimate life form, and let's actually get further this time. Because I did not get very far last time, but I think I have more of like I don't know, like urge to finish this time. I don't think we're gonna finish, but I have the urge to finish, so there's that. I'm doing great for the next 45-ish minutes. I gotta go to work, then we'll see how it goes. Ah, damn. Well, I hope the shift goes good. Hopefully, at the very least, it's uneventful and just a normal, boring workday. I finished my crochet beadstar keychain. I don't have anything left to do. I'm sad. Damn. I felt that. I guess side tangent. Well, I don't know. On the one hand, I just want to be like, oh, just pick up another project, man. Because I don't know about you, but I have a hard time not having projects to work on. Because, like, once I finish working, I'm like, okay, now what? And normally there's other stuff that I want to do, you know, a piece of fan art for a fandom I'm in, a craft that I saw, you know, a dance tutorial that I want to learn, something. There's always something that I want to try, that I want to do. And so when I don't, I get like very actually sad and anxious. I'm like, oh, I don't feel right. I need to be doing something. And so I will like go and actually look for more work to do. So that's not great. It's, you know, good to take downtime when you need it. If you've been in between projects a lot, make sure to take the downtime. I say is I will not do that. Oh my god, I expect no progress this stream, so I'm ignoring it. No, we're definitely, I would like to get at least the quills done. I would like to. I don't know if I will. But I would like to get like at least the body attached, the back quills, and the tail, and maybe start on the head quills. And like that's as much hope that I have. Oh my god, physical. My school thought it would be a good idea to put me on skates. I sprained the shit out of my ankles 2 years ago, not gonna come well. Oh my god, why were you on skates? All I'll say before I leave is Super Neo Metal. He got powers. He has like not a cape, but he has like those, what's it called, like trench coat tails too, right? Like not actual tails, but it's like an outfit or something, or I can't tell if it's metal. I know I've seen him before. He has like highlights too, right? Oh my god. Well, I could work on the animation of my OCs, but nah. I like a fucking Pepsi. I will see you. Bye bye. Oh my god. In other news, actually, since we have a bit of time, so I've been complaining recently to not only Dave, but like anyone who was willing to listen, who I was like, I guess I had no shred of dignity left to to like lose. So I was telling him, I was like, oh, I ran out of fan fiction and it really sucks because, you know, like I was finally finding a spot for it in my life to where like I could put it on like read aloud or whatever and I could listen to it, and so I'd be like focused because usually I'm doing a lot of stuff with my hands, and so it allows me to like you know, not wander in thoughts, because right now my thoughts are like scattered everywhere and it's just something that I don't want to touch. So I'm using it as like a I do not condone substance abuse, but I'm using it like a substance. I'm using like the fan fiction, my hyperfixation on this fan fiction. And I don't remember where I got this one from, right? I think it was from like a post or something that was like, oh, give me recommendations, and I went through and like more had fallen through. I think that, or I may have found it by chance, but I'm pretty sure it was recommended to me, but I can't remember from where, because I've only been talking with like a couple of people, but most of it has not been about this, so it's just like, where did it come from? But the author of the fanfic Okay, so they've written 2 other fanfics that I've read, and they're both novel ideas that I really, really like, but they didn't finish them, right? And I guess, last feeling on this author writer was like, oh man, why did you finish it? Your story was so good, and I'm upset because it's been 4 years, and I know I'll never see you again, but like, damn, I want to know what happened, you know? Well, it was by that same author, which is crazy because I'm just like, I remember I opened it and I was like, oh, it's the same fic author. But this is one of their completed works. And it's weird because I swear I went onto their account and I looked through all like their writings or whatever, and nothing caught my interest. So I don't know what happened, but this one caught my interest because like through the recommendation or whatever, and like the little synopsis that they always have at the beginning of the chapter or whatever for like the work that it's gonna be. And it's pretty good. Like, it's really good because of course, you know, like their writing was good, their ideas were good, so of course I'm gonna like it. And this was completed and it's long, and whenever, I don't know if it's just that's how it is, but with AO3, at least all the links that I always end up clicking on, it has the option to show the it has the option to show the entire work, or do it chapter by chapter. I usually read chapter by chapter because then I have a good stopping point at like 3 in the morning to put my phone down and be like, no, I'm really tired, I need to go to bed. You know, as opposed to like, but maybe I could get to the bottom if I keep reading and find out what happens. So that's why I always have to read chapter by chapter, but with the links that I always click on with recommendations or whatever, it's always the entire work. So I usually end up just reading it in one go. But this one's really long. And so I stayed up late and I was reading it, and I'm still not done, and I'm glad that it's really long because it's really good, and it's just, I'm eating so good. Like, this has like a lot of the stuff that I wanted, where it's like a pretty good plot, but it doesn't focus super much. It's good. I walk in and we're on this good. Honestly, no clue, but it's for my gym class, and I had no option to get out. It's only my left side too. My left hand has a friction burn. Ugh, my elbow is scraped and bruised, and my leg is the same. Yikes. I would think that they never put, like schools at least, I would think that they never put anyone on wheels aside from like, you know, this kind of like, oh, hey, let's all go to like the roller rink or something to hang out, and when you spend money there, you know, like 10% of it goes to school or something like that. Like, aside from that, I kind of didn't think it was allowed for them to put them on skates, unless it's like extracurricular activities, which is a totally different thing. So it's strange that, that you ended up on skates, because that's like notorious for being bad. Or not bad, but just dangerous. And it can go like poorly very fast, which sucks because I like skating. I'm not that good at it, but like I don't fall. I have really, or like decently good balance, you know, like not enough to where like, you know, I'm skating across and I'm like, yeah, I'm so fast, but enough to where like I can move forward at like a decent pace. You know, like essentially I could walk good on them and skate good on them. And this applies for both ice skating and roller skating, both for inline skating and the other like 4 regular shoe wheel skates. So yeah, I'm pretty good with all of them. But like every time that I try and get my friends to like convince my friends like, hey, let's go skating, hey, let's go do this, they're like, oh, I don't know, last time that I went I ate shit, I broke my wrist, I twisted my ankle, I hurt my spine. I even tried to convince my dad one time. He was like, are you kidding me? Do you know how old I am? I will like not recover from that, and I can't afford that. And I was like, I have no one to skate with. And I'm too anxious to like join classes or something. Also, they're like expensive shit. So I'm like, I guess I'll just never be able to skate aside from like at park. I used to go, whatchamacallit, longboarding at parks, but I would only do that at like butt crack dawn. Because then no one was at the park, so that way I wouldn't have to worry about like if I did bust my ass, you know, like people looking, which eventually like I got over it, but it was just a matter of I wanted someone to always be there with me, because, you know, it's dangerous to go places alone unless like you have a lot of self-defense techniques, and I lack a lot of that. Unfortunately. So like I always went in groups, you know. And then once I moved, it became harder to find like a group to go with, so I just like stopped going, which sucks because I want to go. I want to go longboarding again. I want to go outside again, but I don't have like a friend group to go with me because they're all so fucking far. Oh my god. Wait, hold on, let me scroll back up. What does it say? Welcome in, Zoro, Zay Zephyr, how are you doing? Hope it is going well. If not, just better. Happy, Wednesday. I just know we're talking AO3. We were. Oh, man, I'm living my life, man. Help, my nephew's gonna throw Velcro on my hair. Well, honestly, as long as your hair's not super tangled or like super curly, it should be fine. Now, if it is, that's when you gotta worry. I went to ice skating field trip, slipped, hurt my knee. Yeah, see, a lot of people get hurt skating, and it sucks because then people like me who didn't get hurt skating yet, or at least not enough to discourage them from going again, no longer have people to go with unless they go alone, which is fine. You can do those activities alone, but like, it's not as fun. It's not as fun because like I don't know any cool tricks or anything, and I don't like have the. I mean, I could go and learn tricks, but it's not as fun when you don't have a friend group to share that with. So I have no motivation to do that. So I just go and I skate in circles, and it's like kind of fun, and it's movement, and it gets out some of that like energy that I have. But that's it. And so that's why I don't like, oh man, I paid like $15 to go and skate around in circles. And yeah, now I'm tired. But then like I have no one to talk to the entire time. Like, nah, it's not even worth it. Oh my god, welcome in JJ, how are you doing? Everybody's going well, if not, I hope it gets better. I finally made it to a stream, my prayers have been answered. It's been a while, how have you been? Oh man, I've actually fallen to a crevasse. I have no chance at recovery, but it's okay because it's kind of fun down here in the crevasse, so I'm enjoying it, despite every indication that I shouldn't be. I have curly coils. Oh, well then yeah, it is a little bit of a problem, isn't it? The thing is, like, Velcro material, it's not like a natural material to where it's like, oh, you can do this to like naturally get it out of your hair, you know, like gum is made from a plant base, so there's ways to like melt it down, there's ways to like make the surface very sticky to where it like unsticks, very unsticky so that it unsticks, you know, stuff like that. But with Velcro, because it's made of like plastic, kind of, I mean, there is a way to melt it, but not without damaging your hair. So yeah, maybe just like bob and weave, I don't know. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I have had the unfortunate experience of like having Velcro stuck on this cover that I really, really liked. And it sucked because it was like one of those like I guess Sherpa is the material, and it's just it was gone. It was gone. There was no recovering, but still. It is what it is. I personally am doing okay. I have some family stuff with my mom's health, so that's why I haven't been making it to streams lately, but I'm here. Hallelujah. Well, I hope everything gets better and it turns out to be like hopefully nothing and everything turns out okay. But I'm glad to see you back. Hopefully you do enjoy your stay again, and like, you know, hopefully I don't know, hopefully you find something that is enjoyable, if that makes any sense. Basically, I hope you enjoy your stay. That's the entire thing that I'm trying to say, but I was trying to figure out another way to say it that sounded kind of cooler, but I failed miraculously. So, I lost my aura. Oh man, I'm much less Sigma now. No! Oh man. But yeah. I think I might, I mean, this is just like thoughts reverberating around in my brain. I might stream less next week because I might go into crunch mode for the project that I'm working on. Man, I was trying to do like one step yesterday that I thought wasn't gonna take long. Oh my god. I don't know if it's because I like made it take longer because I did all these extra steps to ensure that I wouldn't mess up, and I still messed up. In theory, it shouldn't have happened, but I forgot human error. Or rather, maned wolf error, because I fucked up. And so I messed up, and so I have to go through the process again. But now that I know what to do and like how to avoid the issue that I had before, it's not as difficult. But still, it's like I have to do it again. It's like, oh man, and it's like working with paints, so it's like, oh god, I gotta wait for everything to dry. I could whip out the hairdryer now that I'm thinking about it. Maybe it only took long because I was foolish. Oh man, I give up, so I'm ignoring him now. Oh, I now exist with Velcro. Oh no, you have become one with the Velcro. You are Velcrony mode. Ah shit, the stream's lagging for me. Ah no. Welcome in, Rosewood. How are you doing? Everybody's going well. Now just better. Happy Wednesday. Look here, Pep. Hi. How you doing? Ding. Oh my god. Something fell in my eye. Oh god. But anyways, have all my materials, or at least I think I do. It turns out I didn't even put everything up whenever stream ended last time. I thought I did. I like packed everything up and I put it away and I was like really tired and I was like, okay, it's time for me to go to bed. And then the next day I get to my desk and I find like so many little things and I'm like, I didn't put that away, I didn't put that away, I didn't put that away. Man, what did I put away? Oh my god. Welcome in, Axel Draws. How are you doing? Hope it is going well. If not, just better. Happy Wednesday. Rah, hi Pep. Hi Axel. How you doing? Oh man, I want to make this thing I saw in food history graphic novel. What is it? But it's like, it makes 40. I don't know how to fry things. Oh, just, whatchamacallit. Depends on the serving that you want, but just like portion down. You know what I mean? Like divide it. Like, there have been recipes before that make cookies that make like, 30 cookies. And I don't want 30 cookies, but I would like, maybe 20, maybe 10 cookies. So for 10 cookies, I would divide all the measurements by 3. And it could be a little bit difficult. I don't recommend this too much when it comes to baking. So if it's like a really, really fancy pastry, maybe don't follow this. But for a lot of other recipes, I just kind of like eyeball it. Like, okay, like a third of a half of a teaspoon. That's like 1.56, 1.56th, so 1/6 and 1/2/6, so 1/6 and 1/12 of whatever, you know what I mean? And it's a bit of like, weird math in my head, but, then again, I'm no mathematician, I'm a maned wolf, maybe don't follow my advice on this. Oh my god. It's like an African dream sweet donut. Ooh. That sounds good. I made the mistake of buying myself ice cream. It's been like 2. I just say, fuck it. Uber eat something instead. But there's like a joy that you get whenever you make something yourself and you're like, yeah, I fucking made this. I made a roll cake one time. I took it with my friends for like this Christmas get together that we had, and this was years ago. I was so proud of myself. It was okay. It was mid. The cake was mid. It was just cake with cream, which was fine, but like it wasn't necessarily like super good. It wasn't like bad. It was like soft enough, but it wasn't super moist, so it did leave you a little bit dry. And the cream tasted okay. Like, not super good, but honestly, I'm just not a fan of cream in general. So it's just like, I was just proud to have made it. It looked super cute. It had little hearts on it and stuff. It was very, very cute. But, it's just like, there's no point. Tried deleting and pushed it. Forgot stream was a 7. Was watching Terraria. How's everyone doing? I'm doing good. How are you doing, Alex? Welcome and happy Wednesday. But where the hell am I going to find the time or space for that? I'm still in school. Oh, I felt that. Let's see. Also, Pep, would you believe me if I told you I hit a new PB? I would believe you, but also I still don't believe that it's real. I believe you're training, like, I don't know, Chat GPT or something to hit your new PBs, and you're just doing this to fuck with me, man. Alright, let's go ahead and start. That way we can just continue yapping while I listen to your lies that you spread across the internet. Hold on, I'm moving stuff. Now I have to do a 5 push-ups. I told you to get a PC and I get screenshot, but you refuse to watch proof. I don't believe you. It's one of those deep fake videos. It's not real. I refuse to believe it's real. Oh my god. Where is it? I'm sleeping, ignore me. Should be this one. Refresh. Is it on? Oh, I was so scared for a second. I was like, oh my god, it died. There it goes. It's on. Yippee! Pep mad. Bad. Because bad. Chat, I will send Hatsune Miku to Pep's house. That would be amazing. I would love to see Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me do that. There we go. There we go. I'm back. Yippee! I forgot to pull up music though. So let me go do that. I have like 3 AO3 tabs open. Ah, crazy story. I was telling Dave yesterday. So, it's about fan fiction. Now I don't know if I should say it. Because, like, now I'm a little embarrassed that I got that excited about fan fiction. So, No, 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 not that video. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up wordlessly first, and then I'll tell you. Actually, I'll go ahead and tell you. So there's this artist, right? There's this Sonic artist that's been doing this like Prime AU or whatever, and their art is really, really good. I really, really like it. I won't say who it is because I don't want y'all to judge me for it. But uh I found out like literally yesterday, right? Because they had mentioned like, oh yeah, some like scenes that I removed or whatever from the little comic. And I'm like, I wonder if they're like they should write a story or there should be a story written about this or something. It would make the most sense. Um it was then that I realized or I guess was notified that like they did they had an AO3 fanfic that they're in the process of writing, and I'm like, but like on the one hand, I have very conflicted feelings because it's like, oh, on the one hand, I get to read the story, but on the other hand, I have to read the story, which is like a different way of intaking this media than what I already like. So I don't know. Alex, you're gonna get me strong. What are y'all talking about? As a responsible mod, tell your boss I can type 162 words per minute. Spill the tea. You brought it up. You're not wrong. 5 more push-ups again. What? Why are you doing? Is it every time that I mention fan fictions? Don't get me started. Oh my god, it's too late now, Pip. I know. I'm already like down the rabbit hole. You're just 5 push-ups when I mention typing. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh man, we could get talking about keyboards. No, I'm joking. Uh, music, 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 please. Oh, can't play that, can't play that, can't play that, can't play. Woo, that's a lot of copyrighted music. Where is my non-copyrighted music? Oh, I listened to a Spanish cover of, what's it called? City Escape. That was sung by, it was an AI voice, but it was by Luis Miguel, which was crazy to hear. And low-key, it went hard. And so I was like, oh, that would be fun to do. And it's already, like, done. I could just, but I don't know. Anyways, here it is. Okay. Let me just loop that. Make sure it's connected. There we go. Should be connected. Let me know if y'all can hear that, or if y'all can't hear that. And then let me actually pop out the chat. I've just been reading it off of OBS, but that's a bad idea, because I can't see. Oh, what do y'all think of my... Bleh. What do y'all think about my nails? Aren't they cute? I, like, just did them. They're not real. They're not real. They're very much press-ons. But they're cute, aren't they? I still can't see chat. Higher, it's like, ooh, nice nails. Right? Right? Okay, let me raise the volume. Let's see. I like the old ones more. Yeah, the old ones are cuter, but they were falling off, and I was gonna reapply the old ones, but I was like, oh, okay, here's the thing. Okay, when you're putting press-ons, right, at least as far as I know, no professional here, but you clean your nail, right, and then you rub alcohol on it to dry out the nail bed, and then you, like, not sand it, but you, like, kind of sand it a little bit with the nail filer, just a little bit, so that way it gets texture on it, and then you put the adhesive on it. The adhesive that I have right now is just a little sticker ones that they come with. I just bought nail glue like earlier today because I was like, okay, I actually like using the press-on, so let me actually like buy nail glue. So I was putting the little stickers on, right? I put them all on and I was like, okay, time to put them on. And I grabbed the old ones and I realized that I hadn't finished taking off the little adhesives that were left on the old ones. And I couldn't do it because I had the little stickers on all my nails at this point, and I was like, I'm gonna have to get a new set. So I have like two, I think I only have like one other set that y'all haven't seen. And I was like, okay, let me use these. And they were like really long. They were like really long and pointy. And whenever I first put them on, I was like, maybe it'll be fine. And I was moving stuff around and I'm like, I hate it. I hate it. I hate these so much. So I was like, okay, snip, 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 snip. So yeah, I feel like they look a lot better like this. Like, I like long nails, but I don't like them on me. Oh man. Very Sigma nails, right? Pep, are you double jointed? Am I? I think I am. Can you... Let's see. Just elbow reveal. Oh my gosh. I can do this and I can do this. And I can't remember if that means I'm double jointed or not. And that's all I got. That's all I got. Oh my god. One of my ex-friends let me try nail glue once and my fingers stuck together for the rest of the day. My girlfriend got super glue on her teeth. How'd you get it on her teeth? And also, it should taste really bad. That's actually really bad. I'm surprised it didn't get in your throat. That's good, though. It didn't get in your throat. Bendy. Used to be such that people could do that thing where they only bend the tip of the finger. Now I can say I can do that too. Why is it concave? A lot of my joints are concave. I mean, not like a lot, but like, you know how whenever you stand, your legs are supposed to be kind of like this? Mine naturally stand like this, kind of. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it a lot, but it feels really comfy to do it. So, I have concave joints. Concave elbow. Well, that's because of the angle that it's at. Like, normally it's a normal elbow, you know? It's just because this is like at a higher elevation than this, so it forces it to be a little concave, especially since my shoulder is higher, so it's like forcing it to be more concave. But yeah. I can do that, but I have a wildest hitchhiker thumb. I do not have a hitchhiker thumb. I have regular little guy thumb. Well, actually no, this is regular, I think. This is like kind of, but my brother, one of my older brothers, he has like a crazy hitchhiker thumb. This shit's crazy. It's like bent back, and I'm like, Jesus, who did that to you? Oh man, help! I was drawing Sonic the Hedgehog. It was so skinny. I was like, what the fart? The legs look like pencils, bro. I felt that, man. It's so easy to make their limbs like way too tiny, and for it to still look like somewhat decent. It's crazy, but it's good because that means there's a lot of freedom with like the style that you can hit with the characters. Let's see. Oh, wait, I already read that. Getting like 90-degree angles with this one. Would it mean to say that you have been a grasshopper VTuber? Wait, would it mean to say you should have been a grasshopper VTuber instead of a manual VTuber? I mean, I don't see it as mean, but it's a statement that's gonna, you know, stick with you for the rest of the for the rest of the time you're around. So there's that. Oh man, grasshopper V2 is crazy. Though I feel like bug anime girls tend to be super cute. Anything that's supposed to look gross in anime usually looks cute. Unless you're being drawn by Junji Ito, which is, you know, different. Oh man, be right back. Gotta go do something. Have fun, be safe, bye-bye! I don't think I'll need those yet. We need the protection. Might need this. It's at the very bottom. It's fine. I'll just leave that down there. This. And I need this. And I need this. And I might need this. There we go. Close this box. Oh yeah, for those who weren't here last stream, we are trying to craft that little guy in the bottom left corner. That's why he's there. Oh man. My posture looks like that of a emo 13-year-old wearing 300 pounds of denim. Man, denim is a good fabric, man. I don't know what else to say. Denim is a really good fabric. I love denim. I mean, I haven't worked with it much in crafts, but I like jeans a lot. But that's okay. I like jeans, but I can't sleep in them. I cannot sleep in jeans. It has to be a soft fabric on my legs. So that or loose fitting fabric. But I have to be really tired to sleep in jeans. I will get anxious and annoyed and really like mean if I try to sleep in jeans. So yeah, I do not like sleeping in jeans. It's 5 more years. Shall we notice the typing guy who told you that you should have been a bug? Exactly. Plato's Pep actually has grasshopper legs. I've just never seen them. Yeah, I've seen my legs before. We've done VR streams. I'm like right there in like 5D. You see Pep. I've chosen to die on that hill. Oh my god. Alex, you're known as I have money to me. I decide when I do them. Oh my gosh. There is 2 definitions of slay. To kill something, Shadow the Hedgehog. Yeah! I love the second definition. I hate jeans. Too restricted my jeans. Makes me feel stuck. On my legs. Makes me feel stuck. I can't stand skinny jeans. But if they're... I like fitted jeans that are like the stretchier fabric. Because there's 2 different types of like jean fabric. There's like this stretchy material that's more prevalent nowadays. It's a bit thinner, but it's stretchier. And then there's also... not to be confused with jeggings, by the way. Very different. Very different. Not the same. But then there's also like the thicker working denim that you see a lot in like actual industrial use clothing, and that one I also like, but I only like bootcut kind of fits on those. I like the way guy pants fit me because not only do they have bigger pockets, but it's just like a lot more leg breathing room, which I really enjoy. The only thing is that I kind of have to wear it a specific way around like the leg area or the foot area, because if not, it always drags. Which, like, looks cool, but is not very practical. So, yeah. My girlfriend hates that I sleep in jeans. I refuse to budge on this. But why do you sleep in jeans? It's so, like, it's a thick fabric, so it's hot, and it just, like, it's not fun, and I just don't understand it. How could anyone possibly enjoy sleeping in jeans? I'm with your girlfriend on that one. It's terrible. Terrible behavior. Oh my gosh. Let's see. There's also 2 definitions for shadow. To kill people and slay. Yeah! Put anything tight on me, I will cry. Oh, I felt that. I've got that skater vibe going with the cuffs scraping on the ground. Yeah, I have like I have a cool vibe, I think, whenever I dress. Which is funny, because like, I don't know. Now I'm embarrassed. Oh my god. I've been told a lot by like my coworkers, like, oh my god, we like every time that I wear like a cute outfit, which is, I like dressing up. I don't go places a lot, so I enjoy, you know, like putting on outfits and I dress myself up. I like dress up games, but I don't play a lot of dress up games because they consume too much of my life and usually I get bored with them. How do I do these again? Should be, yeah, like that. Okay. I had to think for a second. I was like, what did I learn last time? Oh wait, I also need to turn that on. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Alright, I'm back. What's the conversation? We're talking about denim. I also make shadow wearing a bandana suit because I can do whatever with my dummy artistic skills. I felt that, man. That's the beautiful part about being an artist and getting to a fandom. Like, I can draw you doing whatever I want. Got a cool vibe. Why is your model like that? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm cool. I'm hip. You're okay. You mean to tell me you don't look at me and you just like feel the raves? What, the raves? The waves of just alpha energy just radiating off of me. I can't. Oh man. But no, I'm I'm skibbity, I'm sigma, I'm hip, I'm radical, I'm tubular. Oh my god, I'm gonna go to sleep thinking about what I just said. Oh man, I got that. How are you emo one day but then back to rainbow and pink the next day vibe? I felt that, man. I think it's really fun to be able to like switch between those 2 outfits. So like I have like really cute dresses and sometimes I wear like very summery stuff. And then I also have like really, really dark colors in my closet. And then I also have like a very like working aesthetic kind of clothing too. So it's funny. I like switch between these like 3, like either streetwear, casual like summer kind of vibes, or I guess like, I have no other way to describe it, but like imagine like an artist has some type of studio in the inner city. That's the kind of vibe that I give off sometimes with my outfits. But to be fair, those are usually outfits that I put on because I am actually working on something. And so, you know, it needs to be efficient and I need to have pockets and I need to have like stuff. There was like a point in my life, I still have this bag and I love that bag, by the way. I got this bag from Mexico and it's like a hip bag. It was very clearly for construction, but I really liked the way it looked. I don't know why. But I still have it to this day. I kind of use it as a purse, but it's supposed to go on your hip area and like strap to your leg. Kind of like the bag that I have now, actually. The little whatchamacallit, gray one that has a sandwich in it. Oh my god. Pep is hip with fellow kids, exactly. I remember when I was like 8 years old, I needed a bunch of funny stuff because I was that one kid who watched Tiny Turtle, Lizard, Little Lizard, Aphmau, and It's Funny. I remember It's Funny, but I don't know what it is. I just remember it being mentioned, but I do know what Aphmau is, and that's about it. I saw their toys in the clearance section of Walmart not too long ago, so there's that. Almost hit 50. What is it? A PB. Oh my god. 5 push-ups, here I come. It's efficient. I shall hit PB and gush about it for some time so you can't get that workout. Oh my god. Leave him alone. Poor man's gonna never be able to I guess sit down because he sits up so much. He will never go back down. Wait, no, it's not even sit-ups, it's push-ups. He'll never be able to push down. Oh my god. I've drawn him Pog. I'm gonna learn to type really fast just to piss Alex off. Let's all just learn to type really, really fast. That way we could piss Alex off, please. Can we all do that? Can we all as a community just agree to do that? I don't know how we're gonna do it. I will figure out how to code a bot to seemingly type like me, but type really, really fast. And I'll code it all in Python. And then I'll be like, look, I'm typing. And I'll just like, I don't know, deep fake a video of my hands. Typing really fast. And then our world domination will be complete. I want a challenge. Plates. Plates? Try and beat me in the next race. Next Regathon type fast event. That would be fun. Or like a racing event. And then it's just like, oh, you win. It would be... We could have a Pepper Olympics. Was this something that I've ever thought of before? I feel like I have. This feels like a... Honestly, this feels very deja vu. I feel like I've thought of this before. Oh, I can't type fast. It's okay, me neither. I'm like above average with my typing skills and I'm content with that, and then you got these people over here. Oh, what do you mean? It's normal to hit 10 words every 4 seconds. Excuse me? I'm struggling to do 2. Pepper Olympics 2 challenges. Typing speed and height. What do you mean? Oh my god. It's so unfair. It's very biased. Oh. Never in my life have I been so... I'm struggling to find the words, but when I find them... Taking gold in both. I'm gonna hire a professional typer. I don't know, I'll hire a stenographer just to go and pretend to be a pepper for that one stream just to not let you win. Oh my god. Do you think they're like... Could I... Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, it would be funny to hire a stenographer just to come on stream and just teach me how to type. Gonna do a bit of mining off stream. Gonna go study to be a stenographer. For those who don't know, stenographers are courtroom typers, I think. Don't quote me on that. You haven't even finished the doggy recipe, does it? Wait. Mean nothing if I don't think you'll go through with it. One day. One day. I'll make you rue that day. Don't learn type from stenographers. They use a unique keyboard and can't... Well, I know, but what if I buy a stenography keyboard, hire a stenographer to teach me how to use said stenography keyboard, and then only use a stenography keyboard to do everything after that? The only thing that I worry about is, does it have a Windows key? But that can be changed because I can have one of those like one button keyboards and use that as my Windows key. And then all my other issues are solved. No, it doesn't. See? I already have a solution for that. I'm 10 steps ahead, man. Alright, let's see. What else happens? I guess I'll just go ahead and start putting on his face. Your face. And then from there, I don't know. I'll use this one. It's not a perfect color match, but I'm too lazy to go find the perfect color match. They need to have leather finger guards for all your fingers, by the way. Because the way I used to hold the wool while needle felting, it would accidentally stab my middle finger. Countless band-aids lost that day. Oh my god, how are you holding it? I get too scared. I've fully stabbed myself before with this one. Not like to where it like actually like went through and came out on the other side. But it full force just jab and I was like, ah! So yeah, no, I'm too scared of the needle. I don't fuck around and find out anymore. I fucked around and I found out that I don't like fucking around to find out. Oh my god. Doesn't have numbers, function keys, Windows, spacebar, arrow keys. That's very little, to be honest. I'll make it work. I'll reach out to the coding people that I know. I'll be like, hey man, help me hook up a stenography keyboard and help me like program a little row of keys with function keys. I got this, man. Don't underestimate me. I'm trying to... Okay, I'm gonna open the image that I have. That way I can have it, because I want it bigger. Where would I have this? Where's my... There it is. What a cutie. I now have it open. Okay. Okay, it's got a little face. Let's see. I find grasshoppers adorable, but I get scared anyways. I think... No, I'm scared of grasshoppers. Not like super scared of like, oh no, they're so scary. But it is kind of like a ugh, they're creepy. Because bugs in general creep me out a lot. I need to put on my guards. Otherwise I will stab my fingers. There we go. Alright, gone for the third time. I'm back. Had to get my turtle fed and add some water. How's it going? How's the turtle? What's his name? Now you gotta tell me. You probably have said it before, like, oh, I have a turtle, and their name is, I don't know, Professor Munchkins or something, but I don't remember, so enlighten me again. What's the turtle's name? I hate wearing gloves. I wish they made, like, very skin-tight gloves. That way I could work with those that, like, actually protected you. Because they do have skin-tight gloves, but those are more for costumes and stuff. And I need something with actual protection, man. Because I need to feel like if I'm holding this with my hand, but then also I need to not get stabbed. Hey guys, you know that a bug that kind of looks like a praying mantis with a grasshopper the size of... What? Where? Where does that exist? 2 members of Massica being on my leg and be really good. Dude, that's insane. You know what bugs I can't stand? And, like, the thing is, man, I have a strange relationship with those bugs. I cannot stand those bugs. But not in a way of like, oh man, I wish they never existed. I just wish they always existed, but away from me. Stick bugs. Stick bugs are so cute. And they're so silly. But man, I cannot stand when they're near me. They're so scary. It's because they have like really long legs, and that's like the thing that freaks me out about spiders. It's the legs, man. I can't do it. I'm not a legs kind of gal, you know? So it's just like, oh man. Can never get used to it. Let's probably hold it with this one. That's actually gloved. Never found out what it was, but I want to know so bad because I was so scared. Welcome in, Godzilla. How are you doing? Hope it is going well. If not, it's better. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, it sounds scary. For the reason I had it was stabbing a needle through my skin on the tip of my fingers, but then it would leave it hanging there and just wiggle my finger because it felt good. I don't know about it feeling good. Okay, my question is like, where would you stab it exactly on your finger? Like, would you stab it like through the middle? Would you stab it like this way? Because what I used to do is like, if you actually look by the nail bed, there's always like quite a bit of skin next to here, right? And I always have like really thick skin right here. I don't know if it's because like I use my nails a lot, or like I use my fingers a lot, but what I used to do is I would like stick needles through that skin because it wouldn't hurt or whatever, right? And I would stick it and I'd leave it there for a little bit, and then eventually I'd like kind of pull at it so that I could rip the skin off. I wouldn't recommend this. Probably not good for you, but I would do this a lot. Had a rough day to work, unfortunately. Ah, damn, that sucks. Well, I hope tomorrow's better, and hopefully you can take a load off here. I honestly forgot I had them for so long. It's either Butch or Sundance. I'm pretty sure it's Sundance. Oh my god, you forgot you had the turtle? That's not good. So wait, I just noticed because I had to someone else. You didn't give me a normal greeting. It was just, hey, Alex. No, did I? Welcome in, Alex Rose. How are you doing? Hope it is going well. If not, it's better. Happy Wednesday. I feel like I did, but maybe I just finished saying hi to someone else, and I was like, welcome in, Alex, or something like that. Or, I don't know, maybe you said something that caught me so off guard that... Or maybe I was in the middle of talking about fan fiction. Honestly, could be either of those. And with my earrings, too. Not the earrings. The earrings are always, like, really, really thick. The needles on the earrings are way, way too thick for that. It appears I'm here for longer than I expected. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Do I need to chase you out? Do I need to... I mean, you know, Maine wolves don't really bark. But we do like this weird, like kind of yip kind of thing. But it's not really like a traditional yip. I don't know if... I don't... Let me resend my offer. My offer is now off the table. Would you like me to say, hey, you should leave. you need to leave. Oh my god, I'm not a valued pepper. You're a forgotten pepper, but it's okay because it means that you're like the secret double agent or something. I don't know. You get lost places and then you're like, oh, I know about this, and you're like, oh well we're like, how do you know about that? And you're like, oh well, I spent some time underground in Guatemala. I remember the first time I stuck a needle through the hard skin, I thought it was magic straight up. Oh my god, you thought you were magic is crazy. Oh my god. No, I remember that I have turtles. One of them passed away a couple years back, but it was the twin to this one. They look insanely similar. Oh, okay, so you don't know which turtle it is that survived. That's crazy. 2 turtles. But I don't know which one you are. But to be fair, I think it's hard, without like specific colorations or something, to distinguish turtles. Turtles overall look kind of samey. But to be fair, that can be said with a lot of animals, so that might just be a me thing. The only thing that I can like differentiate pretty quickly is I don't think there's an animal that I can differentiate quickly, aside from, like, you know, very obvious difference in colorations with, like, cats or dogs and stuff. You know, obviously I won't mix up a German Shepherd with, like, a Corgi, you know? Pretty substantial visual difference. But when it comes to, like, mutts, I do mix them up a lot because, I mean, it's, like, only so many different ways they can look, which is actually quite a lot. But because of how different it is, it all just blurs into one thing, so I'm just like, dog. Alex Rose needs to leave and pretend to join stream for the first time, and you two pretend Pepsi High. Exactly. Let's do it again. Take 2. Can we edit that out in post? Oh my god. Alex Rose, the secret agent Pepper. Exactly. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill. Science is cool. Oh my gosh. I almost stabbed that into my palm. Do. Bing, bing. Okay, for a second I was like, am I not putting this on the right way? Should I use a bigger needle? I don't remember what the different ones were for. I am forgotten in my homeland. You're like that one guy. Oh my god. You're not forgotten. Forgotten would be like that one person that was in chat at some point and then wasn't. No, actually that still goes against what I'm trying to say. You're like a theoretical person who has come into stream and then never came back. Does that work? Because, like, the thing is, if you're a forgotten person, you're, like, never remembered. So by saying, like, that one guy, you remembered them. Even if you're not pointing it to a specific one, but rather, like, a theoretical entity or something. But, you know, ow. Okay, well, I was trying to be nice, but fuck you too. I'm joking. It wasn't even you who threw it. But I can blame it on you. That's just the I guess blessing that I'm given as a VTuber. I can just blame it on anyone and be like, oh, you! And you'll be like, oh, I didn't do anything. I'll be like, I know you did it. I have many stray cats. They're almost all calico. It takes a while for new kittens remembering their patterns and names. I felt that. There was this lineage of cats that we had for a while. I say we, but I just mean like my family, not me. Because like it was like my cousin's cats or something. And the first one was called Sprinkles, right? And then Sprinkles had babies, and then eventually we no longer saw Sprinkles because they were kind of like outdoor cats. And so Sprinkles had babies, and then we like named the babies different variations of Sprinkles, where it was like Sprinklies, Sparkles, and I forget what else. Like, I don't know, we just like changed Sprinkles, right? And made it into different names or whatever. And then those babies had babies, and we also named them after like more variations of Sprinkles. We thought of quite a few actually at the time that I can't remember how many it was. But that's all I remember actually. But yeah, they were all like turtle calico cats. I think it's a turtle shell calico cat. I forget what the coloration is called, but it's like the orange, gray, and white colorations. Yeah, that was me. I literally have been gone from Pep streams for months and technically a year. Wait, what was your name before? Have you changed your name, or has your name always been that? Tortoise shell. Yeah, that's what it is. Tortoise shell. Turtle. My mom used to have a lot of fats. I'm assuming you mean cats when they were little and their lives have better plots and character arcs than Disney. One of their names was Simba. Oh my god. I feel like I've been meeting a lot of pets recently who are named Simba. And I only say that because I have a coworker whose dog's name is Simba. And I'm just like, oh, so crazy. It's like the Lion King. My name has always been Axel Draws. Oh, okay. I feel like... I don't know. On the one hand, it feels like familiar. Like, yeah, I have heard it before. On the other hand... I've achieved cool person status. Oh my gosh. What do you remember me by? Because I remember Alex Rose as a gambler, money haver, Baku his sister, JJ is cool person. Unimo, I remember you as cat person. Like, pink hair cat girl. And that's it. I mean, of course, you know, mod too, obviously. But, like, my first thought is like, oh, like, I think of your OC with, like, the little cloud in the ears, and I'm just like, oh, that's Unimo. I don't have money though. I wish I felt that. I need to do my finances again. I have my finance spreadsheet tracker and stuff. I haven't updated it since like last year. And it's just like, oh man, I really need to go. I got paid today. It's funny. I keep forgetting that I get paid for working because like obviously whenever I'm working, I'm like, man, I don't want to be here. And I'm just like, well, at least I'm getting paid to be here, you know? And so that like puts a little bit of ease in my guts. And then like, I just kind of forget that payday does eventually come, so whenever, like, it does hit, I'm like, oh yeah, it's payday! And then, you know, I'm like, yippee! And then I proceed to not spend money. Doozes I remember as the funny one. I remember Doozes as a bat. I remember y'all a lot by, like, icons if y'all have some, and if not, by what y'all say. I know Helldivers likes Helldivers, but also is the same one that is, whatchamacallit, the church? Or something like that. I think, unless I'm wrong, which I might be, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Gotta head to work. Have fun, everyone. Good luck on Shadow Pep. Thank you, Radioactive Penguin. Have fun at work. Be safe. Drink your milk. Eat your vegetables. Don't talk to strangers. Or at least try to best judgment. I remember Radioactive Penguin as a penguin. And I feel like I've done a doodle of him before. That it was like one of those drawing request streams or something. And it was like, do a Radioactive Penguin. And then I just did like a green penguin, I think. Oh man, I remember eggs is mean. Okay, now I'm remembering I first found your channel, then posted part of my friend's shitty drawings on Discord that I still cringe at every day. I've gotten better, I swear. But I'm my annoying little cousin because I'll take it. JJ, honestly, just green. Because your icon, I think, has always been green. I think you had one before, unless this one hasn't changed. And it's just like a little green blob. That's what it is in my head. Because that's all I can see, you know? So, like... That's kind of it. That's all I remember, at least. But to be fair, I have really shitty memories, so don't rely on me for like, oh, Pep, do you... I mean, I guess that speaks volumes when I do remember, but to be fair, it's like really weird to meet those requirements of like being remembered by me. It's like, I don't know, it happens under Blue Moon when the I don't know, a fairy themselves graces down from like the light of the sun and just like, hey. Which is strange because, you know, the blue moon's out, so it's like, why is the sun out too? But it's just happening. It's like, hey, remember this person? And I'm like, and I'm like, no. And they slap me and it's like, I do! The Catholic Church, yeah, that was it. Oh my god. My old one was Purple Warrior Cat singing, I think. Was it? Maybe it just stuck out to me more whenever you changed it to green then, because I remember a green blob at some point. I'm gonna change my profile picture to my true personality. Give it a second. Oh, I wonder what it could be. No, you're not wrong. I was indeed the Catholic Church, Walter White, Jesus Christ. But most importantly, it has been Helldiver 148. I have a question. Why is it specifically 148? Does that mean something in the game, or does that mean something to you, or is it just like, I don't know, man, it shows a number. It was my gamer tag on Xbox for like 3 years, so I just stuck with it. You don't have to answer, but I'm just curious now. Oh god. Let's see. Adbert has used funny VTuber that is in not a furry, totally. I'm not a furry. I'm not talented enough to be a furry, man. I have such high regards for the crafts that is fursuit making now. Cause like, holy shit. Man, I've never had a project that gives me that much anxiety. And also, I still, like, care for it a tremendous amount. Cause like, in college, whenever I was studying game design, there were quite a few projects where I felt like this was very out of my scope of, like, oh yeah, I could do this, you know, reasonably. And I still did them or whatever, but it was more of like a, man, I hate every second of this, I can't wait till it's done, and once it's done, I'm proud of myself for doing it, but I never want to do it again. This one kind of like is like, man, I really care deeply about this, and I want it to turn out good, but also, like, this is just so stressful, but I don't hate it because it's, like, fun, like, you know, discovering new, I guess, crafts and stuff. So I'm, like, having fun at the challenge, but then also I'm like, I don't want to go home, I want to take a nap. I just wish I was working on it at a pace that was more reasonable, but because of expectations and also a plan that I have in my head because Dave proposed it and I was like, that's a great idea. Now I have to finish it within like a time limit that like I feel is very unrealistic unless I'm working on it like regularly, which I am not, because of just constraints of my life. So it's just like, damn, you know? Yeah, you did on me twice, a green penguin on a gingerbread cookie, and that's my current profile. Ah, that's right! You know what, I just noticed that. I think whenever you first changed it, I was like, oh yeah, that's a little gingerbread cookie. And it just morphed into like, what did it kind of looks like a picture of a dog, kind of. Because keep in mind, like, the icons that I see are like this big. Like, they're tiny. And so I cannot see. I cannot seize y'all's icons very good. I'm eat dinner, see y'all. Have a nice dinner, drink your milk, eat your vegetables, don't talk to strangers, is trying to best judgment. Oh my god, finally my I guess dismissal call. It applies perfectly. Drink your milk, eat your vegetables. Don't talk to, well, I don't know about the don't talk to strangers part unless you're like dining at a restaurant. Had the urge to quote like this copy pasta, but I'm like, I probably shouldn't do that. But it's a really funny one. But it's like it's so it was like, what is it? I was jorking it, and I remembered I lost my arms in the factory accident. So whose hands was jorking it? Was Jorkin's my it's just, it's so dumb, but it's funny to me. And, ugh, man. I'm that coworker that's like, I'm very serious at work, right? But then also, like, and they've realized this, that I'm not as serious as I seem to be. And I think they've gotten used to my presence now at work to where, like, I'm quiet, I'm in the back, and whenever new people come, I'm just like, oh, hey, you know. And, like, I'll respond to whatever they ask or whatever, but I'm not, like, super conversationalist. So those who don't know, you know, I'm like the quiet guy in the back, you know? And it's just like, oh, like, you know, imposing figure, always wearing, like, a cool outfit. And I'm, like, always lifting something big over my head or something because there's a lot of inventory to move around and stuff. So, like, I probably give off this, like, at least somewhat imposing vibe or something. Maybe, like, some people are like, man, she's, like, rude or something. But, like, the office workers who, you know, have worked with me now for a long time, like, they will give me little snacks, and I'm like, ooh, yay! You know? And then, like, anytime we're talking about stuff, I am the coworker that laughs whenever someone says pee-pee, or someone says balls, or someone says ball, or someone says pee-pee, and it happens a lot more often than you'd think, because when you work in a science company that talks about chemicals a lot or whatever, it's like, you know, stuff like PVE, and I'm like, hey, pee-pee. Or they'll be like, oh yeah, don't forget to, like, move the ball, like, in this area for the experiment. And I'm like, hey, ball. And so I think they've gotten more used to it now. But it's really funny, because I always make, like, my other coworkers laugh with that too. I've now become Uzi Dorman. Welcome in. JJ creates Uzi Dorman. How are you doing? Dude, I've heard my little brother, like, say that name so much, it's so weird to, like, actually see it again. Last 3 digits to the first gamer tag in 2015 were 148, so it's just too iconic for me to change. I felt that. Gamer tags actually stick with you a lot more than I think, like, we really anticipate whenever we first get them, because it's like, 69472, who's gonna remember that? And then you remember it years later, and it has become something more meaningful to you, because it started meaning something to someone else at some point, or other people who at one point or another meant a lot to you, and then it meant a lot to you in turn. And then whenever those people are gone, that meaning still stays with you. And I think that's kind of sweet, but, you know. Oh man, we need an intimidating pep VTuber model. You mean this isn't intimidating enough for you? Yeah, I always have like a natural smile. Oh my god. I'm back. Apparently I missed some stabbing. You did! Must keep on moving. Not time for gas and follow my plan instead. Dude, I've been playing that song on repeat. I need to download it. Oh man, I fucking love that song. There we go. Let's see. What does your brother... Wait, does your brother... Yeah, not Dave, but another one. Also not Atlas, and not the older one. The final brother. The one that does, like, what's it called? A Hat in Time. The one that does enjoy Gacha Club. The one that plays Roblox a lot. The one that's into FNAF. The one that likes Sonic.exe. You know, that one. He watches Murder Drones. I think all of my siblings watch Murder Drones, but like they tried to get me into it. It's just, I don't know, it's probably because I'm outside of the targeted age range, but it's just like, oh, and then they're gonna do this, and then they're gonna do that, because of course they're gonna do that, and that exact thing happens. I'm just like, of course it happens. It's just so predictable, but you know, it's good. You know, deep down I'm like, yeah, this would have made me so happy when I was younger, but as I'm older, it's just kind of like, okay. I need more now. Oh my god. She knocks on your door and she talks like that kid that would you if you went that's, oh my god, it's that, oh my god, it's that meme. I thought I was tripping out, unless I was. Let me read it again. That kid that would you if when if you what if you would you. Oh my god. Okay, I'm not tripping out. Yeah, also, it's not a common number. I change my usernames a lot, so I'll tell people that if you see 148 at the end of my username, there's 85% chance it's me. Ah! Pep turned into a trumpet with her silly humming. Oh my god. You have a stroke, dude. Nay, it's a meme. I thought so. At first I thought I was like genuinely just not able to read. Like at first I'm like, okay, a mistype. Okay, maybe another mistype directly after that. Oh my god, what are they trying to say? And then like I heard it and I'm like, oh, wait, it's that meme. Also, did y'all know that one, I guess it's a Vine? Oh my god, it's a Vine. Man, Vine. But like that meme where it's like, wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? The kid was like the weather reporter's son, so it makes it even funnier whenever the guy's like, where are your parents? That is his parent. Oh man, I think it's funny. I want to work on SMWAS because having people judge it tomorrow but no motivation. I want to bake. What's SMWAS? S'mores. I feel like I've been learning so many different abbreviations lately that I'm just like, what does it mean now? What is this one? Of all things. Oh, man. The thing I sent in Discord before deleting. SMWAS. SMWAS. I don't think I got to see it. If I did, then I don't remember. SMWAS. SM. Super Mega Whopper Apple Sauce. That one? The music file. Ah, the music file! Oh my god, okay. Well, now I feel silly. It makes more sense when I'm like looking at who's sending the stuff. It's like, oh yeah, of course it's a music file. It's just the music rose. Save me with a song. Oh, that's the name of it. Okay, I just didn't log that in my inventory of knowledge. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay, well now I know. Now I know. Now it's gonna stick, probably. No guarantees. Oh my god. 1 burger and fries. I have no fries, but I can... Actually, I have no burger either. I have A. Would you like an A? Me struggling to drink Dr. Pepper. Oh man, I want soda so bad, dude. But the thing is, like, I have to be craving soda in order to actually want soda because I don't drink soda often. It's spicy for me. And by spicy, I mean the carbonation burns. It's something that you get used to if you just like drink soda a lot, but I don't drink soda a lot, so that results in the carbonation burning a lot for me. And because like it's kind of only me who like drinks this, I mean, they do get Coca-Cola occasionally, like with the people that I live with, right? They do get Coca-Cola, but I get tired of Coca-Cola really fast. I like, you know, like strawberry sodas and stuff like that. So I don't partake in the sodas often, which, you know, like further depletes my what's it called? Ability to handle carbonation. And so whenever I do actually want soda, I don't have any unless like my siblings are over, which gives me like the excuse to be like, oh well, my siblings are over now, we can get soda. But then also because it's not healthy, that like just leads to an even smaller chance of actually getting soda unless we're going out to eat, and we just don't go out to eat often because our dad's a cook, so like why would we only go out to eat whenever like we're lazy and we don't feel like, you know, making stuff or whatever. And even then, like when we order takeout, we don't get drinks because we have water at home and most of us prefer it anyways. So like we really just don't drink carbonated sodas often. But one time I convinced my dad, right? I was like, can I get a pack of sodas? And like he didn't fight me very much on it. He was like, I mean, yeah, sure, but are you sure you're gonna finish it? Because he was like, oh, just get a small bottle. And I'm like, no, because I want some for throughout the week. And he was like, okay. The strawberry Fanta. Love strawberry Fanta. But man, did I struggle to finish it. It was like a box, so it had like the little cans or whatever. But like, I just don't drink as much soda as I thought I did. And so like the first 2 days, you know, I'd drink like 1 soda can each day. And then the 3rd day I was like, I don't feel like having soda. And then like a week goes by and then I drink another soda. And now we have like 9 sodas left. Cause I think it was like a 12 pack. It was 12 pack or 24 pack. I don't remember. It's the box, you know, the regular box. Yeah, it took me like, I think a month and a half to get through that pack. But to be fair, it's because I don't drink a lot. Like I was still drinking, but I just drink a lot more water nowadays. Because it's easier to drink. It doesn't take any preparation. At most, I'll make a juice if I really want to. I don't drink milk often either now. I don't eat cereal often because I don't wake up early enough to like actually feel like getting cereal. And then because I don't eat cereal often, we don't have milk often because normally like it tends to go bad because we don't like eat cereal often. Because my dad's lactose intolerant, and then like it's really only kind of me that eats. So like we just don't have milk. So that's why I don't eat cereal anymore. So it's just like very specific things, and so, man. How's your ancestors view struggling on soda, being laid out by soda, your bloodline has fallen so far? Oh, I'm sure that's the least of their worries, man. Them watching me squeal over like 2 hedgehogs holding hands. I'm pretty sure they have lost all like hope for me, man. I'm so far down the drain, they aren't even blinking an eye anymore. They're not even batting an eyelash at it. How do you feel about mineral water or carbonated water? Listen. I hate it so strongly. And I understand that some people like it, and I understand it has a place, it has health benefits, or at least so I hear. I understand that. But that does not ease the amount of hate that I have for that drink, because it's just water. It doesn't taste very good. Normally it like still feels warm even though it is cold, and it burns. I hate it so much because there's nothing good about it to me. Like, water is good, right? Water is good because it's just like neutral, you know, it's grounding, it's good, it's comfort, you know? And then make it spicy and make it burn and make it never feel cold. What's good about that? I love cold water. So, yeah, no, I strongly hate mineral water and just carbonated water and shit like that. Like, cannot. Drinking water's fun, and spun around with girlfriend, somehow didn't vomit. Oh, that's good. Vomiting sucks. I feel at random times Sonic starts talking Japanese, since he's from Japan, but doesn't continue talking. Oh, are you talking about that one little animatic where it's like the audio thing, and it's like, and he's like talking about like the strawberry cake or whatever, and he's like, strawberry cake, like he snaps out of it. I love that little animatic, it's so cute. But the problem with me mostly drinking milk is my body is trying to go lactose intolerant, so I'm increasing the dairy I consume to force my body to evolve. It's working. That's good, actually. That I know of, at least. There was this experiment that this woman ran on herself, to see like if it's just like a thing that you can will yourself out of. You know, just like continue consuming dairy till your body naturally starts to like take in the dairy and produce the thing or whatever to break down the lactose. And it did work. Of course there were some like effects or whatever, you know, the regular lactose intolerant effects, but once you got past that, you were able to consume it and stuff. And I think I am kind of turning that way. I think if you drink milk consistently enough, you'll never deal with those issues. There is, of course, like a genetic kind of thing where it's like if all your parents and, you know, like your lineage has been lactose intolerant, there's a high chance that, you know, you're gonna have a bit of a harder time fighting it. But for the most part, the average person who grew up drinking milk, if you just continue drinking milk regularly enough, you shouldn't have that moment of like, because I am experiencing that moment somewhat, where my body's like, no lactose. Because if I drink it too early, my stomach hurts, and so I don't partake in regular morning, what's it called, food rituals anymore. Not food rituals, breakfast meals anymore as much. I just don't wake up as early anymore. But to be fair, it's not just milk that does that to me. It's like food in general. If I eat too early, I'm like laid out. And it's not just like, oh, I'm sleeping for the rest of the day. Because that's its own separate issue. I'm talking about like my stomach will hurt. And I just, not a fun time. So I don't eat early meals. And I'm gonna head out. JK, I know it's a required taste. Oh my god, I didn't even consider someone would like hate, like, oh man, you don't like mineral water? I'm out of here. But I'm sorry, I can't. It's too spicy for me, and there's like no benefit in the world enough for me to actually like it. But do you think, like, you know those like little packets for juice for like water and stuff? Do you think if you got one of those and you put it in some mineral water, would that make soda? I think my camera just died. Okay, there it goes. Milk is disgusting, unless it's in cereal. Milk is good, but chocolate milk is better. And the pink milk that Nesquik makes is delicious, but it's not strawberry milk. Can we all collectively agree about that? Like, that's not strawberry milk. Tastes good. Love it. But it's not strawberry milk. I don't like strawberry milk. I don't like strawberries. I can't. I've tried to. They look really cute. They're really pretty. I would like to like strawberries, but I don't. And I'm not gonna lie to myself about that. I'm gonna hold it right here. That way if I do accidentally stab myself, it's my nail, and not even my real nail. So I suffer no repercussions. Ha, I'm a genius. The only person in my house who is lactose intolerant is my mom, but otherwise my dad and I both consume a lot of dairy. Yes, that's good. I usually convince my dad to eat ice cream with me. Even though he is, you know, lacking in the toes, the tolerance for toes. Oh my god, but it's fine because I got him like the lactate or whatever. or whatever it's called, the thing that like helps you digest lactose. And so he takes that whenever he like goes out to eat regular meals or whenever, sometimes whenever he eats ice cream with me, but usually it's just like I'll serve myself a little ice cream scoop, and he's like, "Oh, I want one too," and I'm like, "But Dad, like you're not like, are you sure? Because remember, you're not supposed to have this kind of stuff." Not that he's not supposed to, it's just like he complains about it later, and I'm like, it's gonna have consequences, Dad. And he's like, "It's fine." And so I'll give it to him, and he'll enjoy it. He will enjoy it. I really hope I don't stab myself. No, I'm gonna tell you right now, go ahead and get rid of that idea. What idea? The idea has been gone. I don't like milk unless it's Camp Victory Week, summer camp week. I don't know why, but milk is different and burning's more. Yeah. I don't know about with oats and yogurt, but milk in the summer when it's like hot, but not the milk hot, right? The milk has to be like cold, like cold, you know? And it has to be like hot, and you drink it. There's something refreshing about that. I will say that. It's definitely like a different vibe. It reminds me of like Saturday mornings. I don't know why. Saturday mornings, 4 kids playing, Yu-Gi-Oh's about to start, you got your Dora cereal in the bowl with like a drizzle of chocolate syrup and a nice splash of cold milk. Can't you see it? Oh man, the good old days, the good old days. Tolerance. I don't know what's worse, being lactose intolerant or being allergic to fruit and some veggies. I'm gonna actually kind of go with lactose because there's a lot of like good things that have lactose in it. I shall go ahead and leave. Cause yes, bye Pep, bye Axel, be safe, drink your milk, eat your vegetables, don't talk to strangers, it's Chinese best judgment. Bye bye. Cause yes, but what if? Cause no. Alright, there's no need to remember then. Yippee! Also, I'm playing Breath of the Wild. I have Tears of the Kingdom, but I'm trying to style on Ganondorf by completing all the shrines and Divine Beasts. Nice, nice. I haven't played it in forever. On the one hand, I want to be like, I want to play it again. On the other hand, I like, there's another game that I want to play instead. I'm just like, oh man, this is unhealthy. In fact, this is very unhealthy of you. Oh my god, 2 of my friends have allergies to pineapple. One of my favorite fruits. Ah, that sucks. I'm not a huge fan of like actual natural pineapple. Like, okay, I like the flavor of it, right? Because my mom used to make upside down pineapple cakes, and I love those cakes. They're so good. But I never actually ate the pineapple. I just ate the bread that was like doused in the pineapple juice. So I like pineapple juice, but I don't like pineapple. I have a comment, but what's your comment? Another game, but no, what would possibly lead you to believe that it could have been that game? Of course not. Normal. I play normal games, guys. I was rewatching the stream that I did, the Sonic stream game at work, because like I don't have a lot of people who like talk with me, because like I'm like literally in basically a separate office from the office workers, and so they pass by sometimes because like they need to pass through my office to get to like the front area. I say office, but it's really just like an inventory room, and there's like a desk there in the middle of the room, so it has like no type of like actual office vibe to it. It just feels like the computers at a library, just like at a desk that's very out in the open, so it's not really like very officey vibe feelings. But I'm like there, and usually I'm like packing stuff, or I'm cleaning stuff, or I'm, you know, like moving stuff around, and because of that, like I don't have a lot of, you know, like things to listen to. Normally I think, but like that gets boring really fast, so I started, like, sometimes I'll watch streams, sometimes I'll watch my VODs. Started watching some of my VODs, and like, man, I never, like, man, just the urge to like, oh, I want to go home and play that game now. I would play Sonic so bad. I can't stay here. I love sour fruit though. Ooh, what's your favorite sour fruit? Like sour strawberry, strawberry. Oh, you mean like fruits that are supposed to be sweet? Nah, I like sweet stuff, but not overly sweet. My favorite fruit is a mango. What's y'all's favorite fruit? If you try and hand me a sweet type, I will slap it. Aw, but mangoes are so good. And I like tangerines too. Those are also really good. Let's see. I don't know what's worse though, because dairy is freaking awesome, but like I can't eat fruit. Any fruit. If I carve pumpkins, I break out in hives. So fruit allergy is horrible, but lactose, worse probs. Damn. Okay, I don't know about like being banned from all fruit either, because that also sucks. That seems like very not King Chana, you know? So like that's a different thing, because if it was just like, oh, like, you know, no apples or bananas, but you can have as much dairy as you want without it ever hurting you, then I'd be like, not a bad trade-off, you know. I like apple slices, and bananas are good, but dairy, you know, like there's a lot of flavors with dairy. There's not only cheeses, there's like creams, there's sauces, there's ice cream, does yogurt is dairy, right? It's like not a super big percentage of dairy, and that's why it's a good alternative for ice cream and stuff, like frozen yogurt. Frozen yogurt's so good. I only like frozen yogurt more than I only like frozen yogurt more than ice cream, because the way that the industry is set up to sell frozen yogurt is you're allowed to kind of make it yourself, and I like that freedom as opposed to having to like yell at a person to like, oh, I want peanuts on no, not walnuts, I want peanuts. Oh, those are almond okay, I want almond slices on over like the buzz of the crowd of the line behind me. Like, it's the worst thing ever, so I hate it. So I just prefer the experience of frozen yogurt places. Let's see. I want to look it up, what it's called being allergic to fruit. At least you don't break out in hives. I feel attacked with y'all talking about fruit. Is your favorite health? Well, okay. What fruit would you like to be your favorite? If you could eat fruit, what fruit? I don't know how else to say it, but it's like that meme. It's like, you want to know something that I've always wanted to try? Pizza pie. Is it really as great as it? You know, that one. Just think of it like that. If you could like any fruit, or what's a fruit that if you could try, you wish that you loved it so much and that it was like super duper worth it? Because like I've had the experience of like really wanting to like things before, and it just like wasn't as great as I wanted it to be, and it's very disappointing. So like, assuming that it turned out to be like the best experience ever and you were able to try it without repercussions, which fruit would that be, you know? Gumi's favorite fruit is mangoes, but she's allergic. Oh my god! That sucks. Mangoes are so good. Mine is oranges and white grapes. Ooh, I like all grapes. I like red grapes, purple grapes, and green grapes, which I think are technically white grapes. Unless white grapes are different. In which case, I don't know. But grapes are good. Love grapes. So good. My favorite thing to do with grapes is like, we keep our grapes in the fridge, right? Which I think, like, obviously, right? You're supposed to keep them in there. We take a bowl, we like pluck some grapes, we put them in the bowl, right? Like a cereal bowl, kind of. We put them in there, and then we go to the sink and we rinse them or whatever. We use our hands as a strainer, and then we like tip the bowl till there's no more water. Once all the water's out, the grapes are now like kind of wet and kind of cold. And you eat them like that, and I don't know what it is about them being slightly wet, slightly cold. So refreshing, man. So good. So good. Love grapes. I also like raisins. So like I love grapes so much. I love grapes so much. I love raisins. But I don't get why raisins get like a bunch of hate. They're not that bad. Are they the best thing ever? No, but like they're pretty okay. Favorite fruit is technically tomato. But in my book, tomatoes are vegetables, so my favorite is probably strawberries or watermelons. Watermelon is also good, but like, I don't know. I feel like as a kid, it was hard to get a bad watermelon, but like once I got older, it was easier to get a watermelon, or a bad watermelon, or a bad slice of watermelon. Not because I was picking them out. Like that never changed. It was always someone else picking them out for me, but still, like just the amount of like times that it wasn't that great of a watermelon increased in general, and it's very disheartening. Because, like, what I mean by bad watermelon is, like, in my head, watermelon should have this very, like, smooth texture, but also, like, a good crunch and sweet, right? There's some watermelon that's, like, kind of, not squishy, but, like, it doesn't have that crispness to it. And then also, you can kind of feel it, like, the little particulates or whatever of the flesh of the fruit is, like, sandy. Like, it has this grainy texture. I cannot stand that texture. Like, it actually makes me gag. And so I always like, I'm super nervous whenever I'm trying to like eat watermelon anywhere, because I'm just like, please tell me it's a good piece of watermelon. Usually street vendors, they nail their watermelon. Like I've had really rare times. Okay, specifically with like, you know, at the pulga and stuff, at the flea market, that's usually when the street vendors get it. Whenever it's, you know, like a different area and they have street vendors that I can tell aren't very, like, I don't know, like they don't have maybe as much experience in the craft, I'm more likely to get a bad slice of watermelon. But for the most part, since I usually tend to be more at flea markets than anywhere else, I usually tend to get like a good cup of watermelon. It's just like so good. Oh my god. I looked up what's it called to have fruit allergies. It's called oral allergy syndrome, and my symptoms are exactly what it describes. So I'm gonna tell people I have OAS now to confuse them. I feel so involved in this conversation. Fun fact: did you know mangoes are the most overrated? No, they are not. They are good. They are good, and I'll tell you why. Because there's some that don't have seeds that are just like smooth, and there's, you know, nothing like eating like a chunk of mango, and it cannot be canned. I'm talking about like fresh mangoes, like just from the grocery aisle, the fruit, right? Like, and you can eat it with the peel if you want to. I'm personally not a peel kind of gal. And there's something about the experience of eating a mango too that is so, it like feeds this carnal desire that I have to like rip in the flesh, you know what I mean? And I do not mean like, oh, I want to bite someone, right? I actually don't I don't like that kind of stuff, if that makes any sense. Like, it's just like, that's never been a thing that I liked. But like, I don't know, it feeds into like a little brain worm that's like, ah, yeah. And so like, you know, you bite into it, but like kind of gently just to pierce the skin, and then with your teeth you pull off the skin, and then I'd like keep doing that till I have enough to where I can like shove my finger in it, and then I start peeling off the skin enough to like reveal the flesh of the fruit, and then from there I bite into it, and it's like really juicy, and like the juices just run down my mouth, and it's like, oh, so good. And it's so sweet too, and because it's so juicy, you're just like slurping at it, and it feels like eating, I don't know, it's just so good. Such a great experience. But out here, would it be a zombie? I do not want to be a zombie, man, because like I just don't like the idea of slurping something that's sour, you know what I mean? But like the weird ones. Not like a lot of foods, but like the weird ones. You like the weird ones, or you mean like, but specifically the weird ones? The thing is, my allergies are developed, so I have plenty of mango, but I don't like it. It tastes gross to me, from what I can remember. Maybe I just had bad mangoes, because there are green mangoes, and then there's orange mangoes, and yellow mangoes. I think red mangoes too, but those might be the same as orange mangoes. But I don't like the green mangoes as much as I do the other mangoes, so there is that. Maybe you just had green mangoes. You're a flesh-eating mango. I'm not a flesh-eating mango. Don't worry, I will not bite your flesh, and if I do, I'll do it gently, just enough to peel the skin, to reveal the flesh of the fruit. No, I'm joking. I don't like the taste of flesh. It's not that good. I like mango more, so it's okay. Just carry a mango with you. You'll be fine. Absolutely barbaric. There's something about it that feeds into like I don't know, this just primal urge to just like rip into something, you know? Which is something that like I never thought I really had until like I really thought about the idea of eating a mango, and just like, oh, that like crunch, and then like the slurp, and then the like peel, and there's something about it that's just like euphoric to my brain. I'm not dirty-minded, I'm not dirty-minded, I'm not dirty. What do you mean? That's not dirty. It's fruit, it's clean. I'm reminded of Billy and Mandy episode. Dracula don't bite, he scrape and lick. Oh my god, I'll be fine. What? Pep, the way you're describing is very BL reader. What do you mean? How? I'm talking about eating fruit. It's a very normal way of describing it too, albeit a little bit graphic, but like you gotta describe it to like fully be there. And mind you, like while I'm describing it, my mouth is actually really watery right now. My gosh. I got hungry. Described to as Reggie Bad Big Mango and Pep. Oh my god, what would be our ship name? Oh my god, I'd be with you, but most mangoes leave a little stringies on your teeth. Yeah, but that's part of the fun, because you like sit there afterwards. I mean, you know, it's not like the most fun thing, but at least for me, it's the best fruit. Yeah, I think it's the best fruit that I like to eat whenever like I have a lot of free time and I want to like have something with my body to do, to just like enjoy it, because like it's not a full body, wow, it's not a full body activity, but it's like you know, like you have to hold the mango, right? And then like your hands are working at it, but then also your mouth is working at it. And like, I don't know, my legs just kind of sit there majority of the day anyways. So like, you know, you're eating it or whatever, and then the cleanup, and then afterwards you sit there and you're like messing with your tongue and you're like scraping it through your teeth or whatever. And then I'm kind of like pulling at it, like, and it's just like, I don't know, it takes up so much of like my, I don't know, it takes up a lot. It takes up a lot of like thinking and time, but I like it. I like it. Not even the words. Pepgo, Manika, Mangika, Pengo. Pengo is crazy. Mangarika. I'm calling it Mangarika. Honestly, I've heard Pep say worse. We've talked about fanfic before. Exactly. I've said worse. It's just, this is probably like the thing that's kind of like, Pep, why are you talking about it like that? Because like the other thing made sense, you know, the fanfic is like, okay, yeah, this fanfic. But talking about a mango, and I'm like, yeah, it's juicy, and you gotta like gently nibble at it, and like with your teeth, just gently peel off the skin. There is something a little bit sensual about that, isn't it? But like, it's true, and it's good, and it's I like it a lot. Type person to willingly get bitten by zombie apocalypse just so she can go eat people. No. That is like one of my worst fears, to be alive if and when the zombie apocalypse ever happens. I hope it never does, because it sounds so annoying to like, oh, you gotta be quiet, and you gotta like I don't know, just avoid these like Walking Dead, and if they're fast, you're fucked, and if they're slow, then it's still kind of like, you know, like the snail perpetually coming at you, and it's just, it doesn't seem fun at all, and it takes away from any type of like, because like I've fantasized before of like, oh, what if everyone in the world disappeared? It would be lonely, but also it would give me like the opportunity of at least like 2 weeks to have like this just unbridled, probably really dangerous fun, you know? But like, if it's a zombie apocalypse, that all goes out the window. It's just surviving, and I don't want to do that. Gently, no, really. Like a ship named Black Magic. Let's see, like this new side of you to say, what do you mean, not the tongue? What did I say about the tongue? Pep, the type of person no, I already read that. Alright, I eat apples quite a lot, but most of the time I can eat a good quarter of an apple in one bite. Quarter of an apple in one bite? Jesus, what do you do, unlock your jaw? You unhinge it or something? Jesus. Oh my god, I could like get like a little nibble in and that's it. I like apples. I like apples. Yeah, but also like, you have to eat apples fast, because if they start browning, I don't like brown apples. Browning apples, browned apples, bruised apples, can't do it. If my apple's bruised, I don't even bother eating it. Oh man, a lot of my experience with fruit comes from like public school, so you know, there's that. I never liked the cup fruits though. You would imagine that like, oh, well surely you like the fruit cups. Nah, I hate the fruit cups so much. I think normally I had peaches and mangoes. I never fucked with any of them because they were always like too slimy. And I didn't like that. I like fresh fruit only. There's something gentle about what you're describing. Annoying, not scary, just annoying. Exactly. I used to be able to, at least. The thing is, zombies would simply just die within like a week because nothing about them is built for survival. Like, think of many ways they would even be a threat. It would probably just be like a bacterial threat, if anything. They'd probably be like some type of like bacteria with the amount of like rotting corpses around the world, which is also annoying because bacterial infections, like then you're just sick. Then you're just sick, and there's nothing fun about being sick. So it's like, in no way is it like a good time at all, which, you know, I'm sure that experience isn't necessarily designed to be a good time, but still, you know. Oh man. Trying to figure out how to finish shaping this. Maybe I can split it in half. I think I took too much roving. Let's see. If the zombie apocalypse happens, I'm wearing a full suit of knight's armor. Good luck getting through that. You'll probably die of like heat stroke first than anything if you wear a full suit of armor, because that shit is heavy and it's hard to breathe in. And I don't know how they didn't die with the humidity. That probably, well, I guess it depends on the area, huh? I ate them as a hyperfixation. Now I get nauseous seeing them. Same with cheese. Wait, what'd you used to eat? Hold labor. Wait, now I need to scroll up. Oh, I need to sneeze. Fuck. Welcome in, Chart. How are you doing? Everybody's going well. If not, it's better. Happy Wednesday. Oh, you're talking about apples. Did you eat the apples with cheese, or is it that like an unrelated thing? Oh yeah, real life zombie apocalypse wouldn't even be horrible. Tough it out for a month or two, and the majority of the undead would decay beyond the point they could function. Because of weather conditions and active movement of rotting corpse. Oh, that is true. If it was a zombie apocalypse, I'd cry in my basement. Cry in a basement. I don't know what I'd do. I don't know if I'd want to live in a world, because then there's also, if you do survive the zombie apocalypse, you have to, like, rebuild with a world, and, you know, maybe it'll be good, but it'll be, like, a lot of work, and I'm like, I don't know if it's worth it, if I'm being honest. I might just, you know, take the easy way out, take the quitter's way out, but you know what? I'm gonna go as a quitter who is happy. No brains, no proper function. Get blessed, thank you! Dive heat stroke. Pep, I wear full sweatpants, sweatshirt, and long sleeve in 80-degree weather. I'll run too. Well, I mean, yeah, but that doesn't, like, just because you do it regularly doesn't, like, stave off heat stroke from eventually happening. It's gonna happen eventually. Probably. I say that like I'm gonna be the one to purposely give you heat stroke or something. Oh my god. I'm in DC for a work trip. Ooh, are you enjoying it? I know nothing about DC, except for Washington, DC is not a state, it's a district, I think. I might not even know that. So, it's in the US, and that's it. That's all I know. I want to see a movie with a bunch of autistic kids who are the only ones who plan for the apocalypse. That'd be funny. It's just like, oh, I have the perfect thing for this. And it's like, so you built this, like, very specific thing just in case the zombie apocalypse happens. It's like, well, yeah, didn't everybody? That'd be funny. Yeah, I ate good food. Ooh, what'd you eat? I also lived in the north. Heat comes here for 2 months, then it's back to winter. Okay, but then if you get wet, you'll die of hypothermia, because getting the armor off is kind of hard, especially alone, unless you're like really, really buff and really, really strong, in which case, fair game. But still, if you're like running, like your body will die of exhaustion, I think. Me thinks. Me thoughts, therefore me am. Oh my god. We're back. Be safe. Wait, I just described the book of the last kids on Earth. Oh, is that an actual book? Oh my gosh. Man, it's been forever since I've read an actual book. I've read enough words on places to be considered a very, very literate maned wolf. But it's been years since I've read an actual book that wasn't like a BL manga advertised to me on Pinterest. Shout out to those who get advertised BL on Pinterest, because like those advertisements work. I don't know what Pinterest algorithm is, but those advertisements for specifically BL manga, they try to advertise clothes to me, doesn't work. They try advertising food services for me, doesn't work. They try advertising streaming services, doesn't work. They advertise BL manga and I'm immediately on that link. They got me good. Don't know how, they got me good. I spent like $5 on a BL manga like last month or something. But it's good because if I manage my points right, I can still buy like another issue because it's still ongoing. So, you know, I'm thriving. You gotta outsmart the capitalists in this society. Oh my god. I'm not. Also, the armor is meant to be mobile. You can do the full cha-cha slide in it. Is it a specific type of armor or like just a general suit of armor? Pep be like reading? Yeah, I read book. The heck are those? What do you mean you don't just? What do you mean you don't know what AO3 is? I thought you said you like to read. What do you mean you read regular books? I had this this coworker come up to me, and she was telling me, she was like, oh, recently I picked up this book again, because, you know, I keep getting, like, a bunch of recommendations of, like, book talk and stuff, and, you know, I decided to pick up a book, and it's just been so long since I read a book. And I was like, yeah, me too, and then I stopped, and I was like, I can't tell her that I read fan fiction. I don't even know if she knows what fan fiction is, let alone if she asks what the fan fiction will be. I'm not gonna tell her that stuff. So I was just like, yeah, I read a bunch of comics. So, I know what you mean. That's all I said. She was like, yeah, and she continued talking about herself, and I was like, oh, thank fuck. Crisis averted. comics. It's because the thing is, if she asked, like, oh, what comics do you read? I could just be like, oh, well, there's this artist that I follow that makes, like, an original comic, blah, 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 blah. I can talk out of my ass and it'll sound right, you know? But if I tell her, like, oh, yeah, I've been reading these, like, online novels, she'll be like, oh, well, what's a novel called? And I'd be like, so about that, I lied. I'm actually illiterate, and I just didn't want you to know. I'm so sorry, coworker. And they'll be like, oh, you're illiterate. How did you get the job? How did you make your resume? And I'm like, ChatGPT. Oh my god. No wonder mosquitoes are the most dangerous animal on Earth, technically. Yeah, because they cover all the... carry all the diseases. Jesus. Burger, Oreo, milk tea, Nashville hot chicken, mint chalky chip ice cream rolls. Ooh, ice cream rolls. Margarita flatbread, passion fruit lemonade with boba, Old Deli butter chicken and garlic naan. Dude, that sounds so freaking good. What the heck? You feasted over there. Brown sugar sundae with boba, peri peri chicken wrap, green apple slushy with boba, and lots of free hotel waffles. Oh my god. If you ever need someone to info dump for hours at a time, you can also keep up the lie. I got you. Okay, bet. Good, because the last comic that I read that was actually by an artist, man, I don't remember the name. And I still have the tab open. See, because here's the thing, on my phone, I have Google Chrome, but then I also have Brave browser, and I mainly use Brave browser nowadays. But occasionally I'll click a link that'll lead me to Chrome, and so I have like 35 tabs open on Chrome, and like 67 open on Brave. And so there's a lot of different things from like different eras of my life that I'm like, oh, well, I'll look back to that eventually. I'll come back to that eventually. And that eventually has yet to come. But one day it will, probably, you know? And so, what was I trying to say? There is one comic that I was supposed to keep up with, because I caught up with it in like a week or so, because there was like a lot of chapters. And then I just didn't keep up with it past that. Let's see. Guys, I don't know why, but I'm fidgeting with these pieces of ribbon I found at ground in school today. Brought home, put one in my mouth, about to get it. Oh, man, that is not good. That is very not good. You should have at least washed them with hand soap. At the bare minimum hand soap and water. You know, because, like, the amount of stuff that people step on, the amount of stuff that people do on the ground, you don't want that in your mouth. Unless you're willing, I guess if you're down and dirty, you could lick someone's shoe and get, like, the same kind of whatever. But I wouldn't. I'm dead. Oh my god. All in all, just a general set, 35 to 55 pounds, but is distributed throughout the body. That's still a lot. That's still a lot for me. I used to carry 40-pound bags of stuff. That's like, I mean, I could carry it kind of comfortably, but it was definitely like the comfortable where it's like I would rather not be carrying this 40 pound of whatever. I've lifted 70 pounds before. Wasn't comfortably, though. Probably threw out my back doing it, but it was what it was. Oh, man. Oh my god, it went through to the other side. He didn't even need to send in a scream. I scared myself. It went through the head, like literally poked through to the other side. Very dangerous. Let me use the thicker needle to hopefully push it in further. Medulla oblongata. I wonder if I have any more water. Oh, I do! I have a lot of water, actually. I brought water to my room recently. Oh, my back is killing me. Épico. do 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 do. You know what would be great? I can't do it, obviously, because I'm on stream. and the music in the background is hooked up to my browser, so I wouldn't be able to do it because y'all be able to hear it. But if I wasn't streaming, you best believe I would be listening to fan fiction right now. Ouch. Yeah, but I imagine it wouldn't feel like it weighs a lot because, like I said, it's distributed throughout the body. It'd feel more like running with 3 to 5 pounds on your legs. I don't know about 3 to 5 pounds. I still feel like it would weigh on you. You know, if not like a lot, but like, you know, definitely weighted because it's like your entire body weighted. So I feel like it would kind of feel like running in water, you know? Like there definitely is a weight there. You can definitely feel it, but it's just like not that bad, I guess, in a way. Man, this takes so long. Ooh, I'm gonna pass tense. Okay, I got so scared. Wait, is that... I just got a notification that like my card got charged for something. Okay, it is. It's the nail glue that I ordered earlier today. I was like, oh god, please. Don't tell me I lost my card somewhere. Please. Please don't do this to me. Oh my god. Do you walk in water or do you think where you hop like a lemur on the ground? I do both. I do both. It depends. If I'm with like someone whose opinion I care about, I'll walk like a normal person. But if it's someone who their opinion has long since been shattered on me, I'm gonna jump around like a lemur. I'll like crouch down in the pool till like just my head is above water, and then I'll do like little hops around the water because it's fun. Because like the water supports my weight for a little bit before I go back down. It's fun. I enjoy it at least. What I also like is whenever I'm at the beach, I don't go to the beach often. I used to, but not anymore. But whenever I went to the beach, I would like get into like the waves area or whatever, and I would like sit down in like a prone position, I think. Is it prone? Yeah, it is prone. It's a shooting stance, where like essentially you're on your tummy and then you're also on your elbows, right? So on your tummy, but also on your elbows, and your legs are like flat against the floor, belly touching the floor. So I would like sit there and I would let the waves come up, but I would always be like facing away from the waves because usually I'd be talking to someone who's like at the shoreline. And so like I would just sit there and I'd like try and like hold my spot, but because the waves would shift the sand underneath me, I would like slowly start sinking or like shifting and stuff, or like calls it, like I would go from like sitting straight to like at an angle and stuff, and it was, I don't know, it's fun for me. Let's see. We went to the beach this year. I'll send the pictures. Bet. Just, well, I don't know, crab pictures, right? They're cute. Love crabs. But also, I cannot stand seeing a live crab. They're scary. They're scary. They're spiders of the sea, man. The amount of times that I've pulled out a shell, I also like finding shells at the beach, right? But the amount of times that I've pulled out a shell, and then like I pull it out and I'm like, wow, what a beautiful conch shell, you know, it looks so beautiful. And I see like legs start poking out. I'm like, always eat that shit back in the water. Cannot do crabs, man. Spiders of the sea. Admittedly, they are cute though. I've seen a lot of videos about like pet crabs, hermit crabs and stuff. Very cute, very demure. But I cannot do it. Stars, can't do it. Not today. Oh my gosh. Remember when I was little, I would go to Lake Superior with my family, and me and my brother would sit in the water and let the waves almost take us away. It was fun, but my mom would freak out. I felt that. I never go like too deep in the water. Like I never go past like maybe my chest area. Once I start feeling it at my chest area, I don't like going further into the water because I can't swim. Not at all. I'm not as buoyant as I would like to be. So do not trust the water that much. Not a huge fan of the open sea, to be honest. Got a slight fear of the open sea, so, you know, not a huge fan of. I don't know how they do it. I've seen like older family members and stuff, and they'll go like way over there where they're like actually having to like keep themselves afloat and stuff, and it's just like, dude, that is terrifying. What the heck? What the heck? Main wolf can't swim. I cannot. I cannot. Oh my god. And I've been taught to swim. I've been doing like the air quotations. I've been taught to swim repeatedly, but they never actually swam. I can swim underwater though, but that kind of doesn't help when you're drowning. Reminds me of that one Wildcards episode where they watch the crabs swap their shells. Yeah, I've seen it. Buoyant. Girl. Oh my gosh. Nah, and the thing is, like, you know how they're like, oh, well, you know, the body naturally floats, so all you have to do is remain calm and continue breathing, and you'll float, and just, you know, like, you'll naturally be facing up. I naturally face down. Face down in the water is my natural. So, you know, not great, not great. Like, I don't know. And then, like, it freaks me out, because I've tried relaxing to float or whatever, so that way I can, like, just lay on the water, because, like, that sounds so comfy, right? I love laying in the bathtub, you know? So, like, I would love to lay in the water and not worry about drowning, but that's not a thing. I should go to one of those sensory deprivation tanks, man. I've always kind of wanted to, because, like, the salt makes, like, you know, it just automatically makes your body float, and that seems fun to me, because I can't float like that naturally. Unless it still applies to, like, how I naturally float, which is face down in the water, which would fucking suck. It would be a waste of money, so maybe I'll just keep that on a thing where I'll do only ever if the opportunity presents itself to where it's free. Oh my gosh. How do you remain calm? Wait, how do you remain calm when drowning though? It's like asking everyone to get in alphabetical order and line up when the school's on fire. You're not wrong. Oh my god. But it's not like, because the thing is, supposedly, like, what you're supposed to do is, like, imagine you're on a floaty, right? And you're not, like, anchored to somewhere, and so you start floating away. And then eventually you're in, like the deeper waters or whatever. Not super deep, but just deeper waters to where you cannot stand, and you, for whatever reason, you can't paddle your way back, and the floaty just disappears for a second, and now you're there. In theory, if you, like, stop flailing and relax, you'll naturally float up, and then, like, supposedly you're supposed to go face up, and then you just, like, relax until hopefully help comes or something like that. But, not this main wolf. Oh my god. So, like, that's at least what I've heard, you know, like, you're supposed to stay calm and continue breathing and, like, just try and keep your head above water, kind of, but not thrash around as much, you know? And naturally you will go floating up or whatever. Which is true. I know you do naturally go up, but I go up face down, which, you know, does not help whenever I'm struggling to breathe. Oh, man. You know what is fun, though? I like doing this in the 3-foot area of the pool because it's less scary. Because, like, the deeper you go with the pool areas and stuff, it's like the darker the water gets, and it kind of freaks me out a little bit. But in the 3-foot area, there's always, like, a lot of light. So, like, what I do is I always have to have on, like, the goggles that cover your nose because I cannot stand the feeling of, like, water in my nose. It makes me kind of sneeze, and that's not good to do underwater. So, whatchamacallit, I have to wear, like, those specific goggles, and then, like, I'll go and try and sit in the water, and you have to, like, slowly kind of let your air out. And it's really fun whenever you do it, but it only lasts, like, a bit before, at least me, I have to, like, take another breath in, so I have to, like, go back up. But that's why I do it at the 3-foot thing, so that I can just stand up and I'm fine. Oh, man. I can't swim too well. I still enjoy the water, though. Yeah, me too. I like the water. Just not deep water, but I do still like the water. I've been to, like, so many... Like, for example, I've gone to Mexico to visit, like, my family, right? And some of my cousins, they're like tiny kids, and they'll go and they'll jump off these big boards, like these natural pools that they have or whatever, and there's just like deep water, like not super duper deep, but it's like pretty damn deep, and they just go and they'll swim over the open water like nothing, and I'm over there and like the shallows, like, what? Huh? Excuse me? Oh my god. When I'm floating, it looks like it looks like if you put a toad in water and they just freeze, you just capture toads and keep them as pets. When I was little, can't confirm that it's these what they look like floating. They look so chill. They're just like splayed out on the water, just like big chilling. I think I've seen a picture of like whatchamacallit, toads floating before. They look so comfy. I wish that were me. I wish that were me. I will say that, like, one of the best things about needle felting is the sound of it. There's, like, a specific crunch That's like, think of it like a sped up version of like a snow boot crunch, you know, like crunching in the snow. Kind of sounds like that. And it's very relaxing to hear. But also, I'm so used to talking that I'm just like, oh, this. I'm a chill guy. Oh my god, they're literally the chill guy. I would comment that I don't know what snow sounds like, but that changed recently. I felt that. I finally got to hear what actual crunching snow sounded like, and it was very fun. Oh man. As fun as it was though, it cost me money. It cost me money. Because I wasn't able to go to work. And don't get me wrong, I was happy to not have to work for like a day. But it cost me money, and I really needed the money because I'm gonna go to a convention and I'm hoping to buy a lot of cool merch, cool art and stuff, and it's just like, damn it. For real, I missed a whole week. Yes! That's the thing that sucks growing up. I guess for like younger people in the chat, here's like, I don't know, I guess a little insight as to what your life is probably gonna be like when you grow up, unfortunately. But like snow days, right? Or bad weather days. I used to love them as a kid because, yeah, I don't have to go to school and I don't have to worry about anything. I could just enjoy the day. Well, when you get older, you know, you will still, like, you know, like, yay, I get to enjoy the day, right? But then afterwards, it's like, oh, man, I didn't get paid this much. Oh, man, how am I going to make this payment? And, oh, man, what about the day after? Are we going to go in or not? Like, how bad are the lasting effects, you know? Like, for me, I had to miss 2 days of work because the first one was the snow. The second one was the ice that was left over. So I had to wait for all that to melt before I could actually go back to work. Which, you know, like, I was fine staying home, right? Like, I enjoyed my day. But also in the back of my head, I was like, oh, man, I don't know how I'm gonna pay rent this month. I was able to pay it. It's just I'm naturally, like, more worried about, like, oh, man, finances, no. Alex was in New Orleans. I remember that. We got a decent bit of snow. Oh, man, how much snow did y'all get? We got, like, a bit. We got a bit. And it was fun. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. As an introvert, I see having to stay home as a massive win. Me too, but as an introvert who has to pay to live, it was maybe not as massive of a win as I would have liked it to be. Minnesota gets way more snow. Yeah, I've heard it. Whatchamacallit? One of my coworkers is from, I forget what state, honestly, but they're like, yeah, we used to seeing like a lot of snow, so this is like nothing for us, and we're like, oh. No, we're not. This is rare. This is very rare for us. Oh man, not doxing myself. We had like 6 inches on the ground. Okay, I mean, you didn't have to say like I live at this zip code on this house and this street. You see the pink mailbox. You turn to the left until you see the green car, and then the house. That scared me. The house before that, I dropped the box that was next to me. That scared myself because it was so close to me, and I was like, oh, sound intruder. Oh my god! But no, it's just a box. Louisiana was a historic event. First time in 130 years. Holy crap. Not long. Don't tempt me, Pep. I'll drop my address right now. Maybe don't. You never know. There might be someone who has a spare pipe bomb around. They're just like, oh, perfect. An address. It was like -20 a week ago or so. Didn't wear a coat that day. What? Did you go outside or did you stay inside? Because those are 2 different things. Like, oh, I didn't wear a coat, but I stayed inside. But if you went outside, like, you good? How the heck did he not die? Oh man. Look, it looks like he has a curly mustache. You'll see that? Oh my gosh. Do 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 do. I got reminded of a scene in the fanfic that I'm reading, and I remember they kissed, and I'm like, oh my god, they kissed. It makes me happy. I think that this series that I'm reading, I don't remember... Is that the box? I don't remember what the tags were, but I'm pretty sure it's like hella slow burn. It's a long series, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because the author that wrote it is an old fic. This is like years before the other fics that I ended up reading of theirs. So unfortunately, it's not that they had another account and they lost the account password to the one that I found, and they reposted their fics over there, but then they finished it. No, this is the same account, just older fanfic, but it's good. I like it. The characters feel good, and there's so I need to stop talking about this stuff. Oh my god. I can say what city I'm in, but it sounds like another one in Europe. I live in the States. Ah. So then it would be easy to pinpoint. There's a lot of like weird city names, especially in like bigger states and stuff. I feel like there's a lot of like little towns and cities and stuff that's just like, what the heck? Like, what was that one? There's Paris, France, but I think there's like Paris, Texas too. I remember because I was laughing with a friend about it. I was like, yeah, look at those fucking towns and shit. What the heck? The power of being Minnesotan and being mostly German and Russian gives me insane cold resistance. Aw, that's unfair. You have a natural skill buff. This is baloney. I'm built like a stick bug and I retain the warmth of a stick bug. Oh my god. But at least I'm a cute stick bug. Oh my gosh. Would you still love us if we were stick bugs? Would you still love yourself if you were a stick bug? That's the real question. Because anyone can say I love you if you were a worm. I'll love you if you were a maggot. I'd love you even if you didn't buy me the $10 chicken nuggets. But would you love yourself? That's what's really important. I don't know how I'd feel if I got turned into a stick bug, to be honest. Stick bugs are really freaky looking, so maybe if I just didn't look in the mirror, but like I'd probably see my hands, right? But also there's a whole insect vision thing. So like, I don't know, like insect vision is kind of all screwy, so I don't know if I'd even be able to withstand like some kind of like mental torture or whatever that would be turning into a bug, you know? Warsaw. Warsaw. That's a city I'm generally near, but it's not a city, it's like a really big town. Ah. Worcestershire. How do you say that? How does one actually say Worcestershire? Because I say Worcestershire, but I have to like make a funny mouth shape in order to actually say it. And I don't even know if I'm saying it right. It's just the only way that I don't get stuck on the word. I also suck at geography, so me too. I cannot name all 50 states. I can try though. Oh my god. I feel like I've learned more states streaming than I have going to like school, but that's because I switched out of the school that like the year after the one that I was in, we were gonna learn about the states, and I switched into a school where they had learned about the states the year before, so it was just bad timing. Worcestershire, 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 Worcestershire. I'm lucky I live close to Mayo Clinic. Honestly, a lifesaver of my mom's cancer. Real. Ah. Worcestershire. 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 Can you try saying it? Like clench your teeth together, like E, and then go Worcestershire. It just feels funny. Oh my gosh. Do 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 do. Worcestershire. You know, at work, there's a lot of like consumables, right? So it's like a lot of stuff that gets used really quickly. So stuff like they have rice, they have flour and stuff, and it's used for like various experiments and stuff. One of these consumables is Worcestershire sauce, right? I remember at one point, whenever I was still doing scheduling, I helped out with equipment a bit, and we were trying to like pack this kit that called for Worcestershire sauce, right? And we didn't have any. Like, we just had one empty bottle in like the area that I was told that's where it was. I didn't see anywhere, so I was like, okay. Later, you know, now I work in equipment, and I found so many bottles of Worcestershire, and I don't think it's because they ordered it. I think it's because it was always there, we just didn't know it was there. But yeah, I have to say it with a Scottish accent. What's a Scottish accent sound like? I can only think of like How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon and like Brave. If you had the chance to change your fate, would ya? Oh my god. That used to be Dave's favorite movie. I wonder if it still is. He really, really liked it, and so I used to just like randomly say that to him. I was about to say How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, that one scene in like I think the third movie when they find the wife and she's like, yell at me, scream at me, say something, stop being so stoic. And he's like, you're as beautiful as the day I lost you. Ah! I will never recover from that. I'm mentally still there. Oh my god. If you would be brief, would ya? Oh my god. Oh man. That one scene from Wreck-It Ralph with Merida, and they're like, she's from the other studio. It's like, my mom got turned into the bear. My audience tried to kill her. Oh my god. I like how in How to Train Your Dragon, Hiccup is the only American one who's like, yeah, so I'm going over there. And they're like, what's wrong with you, lad? Just an accent. It would be funny if it turns out like they all were just faking the accent because it was like fun for them, and he was the only one who just like didn't fake it. But you know, of course, that's not it. But it's just it's funny to like consider because one day he's just like, you guys just think you're better than me because you can do the accent. It's like, what the? Oh my god. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't want to stab myself. I feel like there should be a more efficient way to do this, but also, from what I remember, at least the little bit of studying that I did do in order to understand this craft, is there's not. you punch, you punch, you punch, and that's it. And eventually you get something cool looking. Maybe. If you did it right. If you didn't, oh 7. Oh fucking 7. I wish y'all could like actually hear the audio of like this like crunch that it has. It's really satisfying. And I like listening to it. You know, I used to really, really like, okay, so there was a while that my dad would like had this small business venture, right? That's all I'll say. But he had to prep a lot of vegetables, right? And so every morning he would wake up and he would start prepping vegetables, and I would wake up in the morning with him, and I would just go and watch him prep vegetables. And for a while he was like, do you want to learn to cook or something? And I'm like, no. And he's like, why are you just sitting there? And I'm like, I just like the sound of you prepping the vegetables or whatever. So we would sit there in silence for like around an hour as he prepped all these vegetables, and I would just sit at the kitchen table watching him and listening. Very, very nice memory. Because it was just something about it. It was like very peaceful mornings, quiet, nothing was said. It was just understanding on both sides. And then it was just chop, 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 chop. And something about that like sits in the core of my heart. Very, very pleasant times. I typed this already, but it didn't send. So anyway, my parents got to meet the voice actor for Stoic because my parents worked at Mayo Clinic and he was a patient. That's crazy! Oh my god. Sometimes I forget that like people that, you know, do voices or are famous and stuff are just people. And so it's like, you know, you hear about, oh yeah, this person was just at Walmart or like at Target. And it's just like, whoa, they just exist? They don't just exist in a movie? It's crazy. Like one day I will be able to meet the voice actor for characters that I really, really like, and I just like that's just their voice. It's crazy. Please don't stab me. Please don't stab me. Please don't stab me. Please don't stab me. The worst part is my mom's a nurse and she had to shave his... Crazy! Oh my god. Yep, thus is the folly of man to exist in forms of art and media as something greater than they are, and then they are human at the end of the day. It's sometimes... Yep. Not gonna finish that thought. Nope. 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 I don't know if I'm using the right needle for this. There's a lot of resistance, and also it's leaving like a lot of texture. And I feel like I definitely have looked up what that meant before, but I don't remember what results I got. I'm at this stage where, like, I need to focus on the overall shape rather than the color placement, because I can go back and add more color as I need, but the shape is a little off, so I have to try and fix it now. To whoever's putting the hearts emoji. Saranghae! Oh my gosh. You know that one little meme of like Mickey and Minnie Mouse? It's like from that animated series that came out not too long ago. And it's like, Mickey, saranghae! Mickey, saranghaeyo! Mickey, saranghamnida! Me and Dave quote that to each other a lot because it's just funny. It's just like a fun way to... We like just making noises, I guess. little vocal stems or something. Like repeating things and stuff from movies. It's just fun, you know? To imitate the voice and stuff. I should have started working on the back quills first before working on this. But I know this was like important to go ahead and get out the way, but still, because I could have felt like I was further if I'd done that. No. Fuck, it's genius. Why didn't I think of that? Oh yeah. Wait, should I? I mean, I guess it's fine. The life-size shadow doll that I'm making, I finally got to the part where I'm like making the gloved hands. Sculpting hands, it's like partially really hard, but also partially really easy. I think it's kind of easy because like in general, the shape is like a lot more, like because it's gloved hands, it's a lot easier to kind of like get away with like certain size things or whatever because it's not hyper realistic. But like also it's difficult because it's just like, oh, well, this looks like a little bit off. I don't know. Maybe just the entire project is just like so stressful for me. So I'm just like, oh man, I don't know if this is right. Please, why is this so difficult? I make goofy sounds I didn't even know I could make because when I was a few months old, I would literally screech like a pterodactyl. Oh my god, really? I felt that though. Like, I don't know if y'all do this, but like not straining your voice, but like, I guess kind of like pinching your vocal cords and stuff. And then to where like you make little like kind of squeaking noises and stuff. I find that fun. I like that a lot. But I don't know if it's like a good thing to do. Or even something that I should be doing, you know what I mean? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, good. I had to double check. Stuff was okay. There we go. I do it all the time. Right? It's like fun. It's like I don't know. It's not like, I don't know. It's not like a thing that I think about. I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, let me see how high I can do this. And just like keep going until you gotta stop. And it's like, oh, that was fun. And then sometimes I'll find like new little noises that I'll just start making in front of my siblings because it's fun. And I'm fine. I mean, it attracts dinos to the house, but yeah, that's the only downside. You attract things and it's just like, oh, yeah, I wasn't calling for you. I was just making a noise, man. I like whenever like you breathe in and like you make like a, I think it's called like a vocal creak or something like that. Like that kind of thing. It's fun. I do it a lot. It's fun. Oh my god. Matt Mercer spoiled me, so now I try making noises too. What's Matt Mercer? Or who is Matt Mercer? Or I became a velociraptor. When I say I or hi, I get super high pitch or super low pitch. No in between. Also, they're like hi or like hi. That is kind of fun. I can see why. I do kind of like a lull whenever I say it. I go hey. That's what I tend to do a lot at like in IRL and stuff. But it's a quirk that I got from a friend because she used to greet me like that all the time. She would be like, oh my god, hey, and I'd be like, oh my god, hey. And so it became like whenever I enter a conversation not ready to enter the conversation, that's my go-to greeting. And so today I accidentally whipped it out at work. I walked into like not the boss but like my trainer's office and I was like, hey, and then I was like, hey, so I have a question. Oh my god. Welcome in, Real. How are you doing? Hope it's going well. No, better. Happy Wednesday. A very famous dungeon master does the D&D show on YouTube, a Critical Role. Ah, okay. Do you do a lot of like kind of voice acting thing to get into like the D&D spirit? I would imagine that they do. It seems like a fun game, but also like I don't know. It seems like a lot. Send some clips later. Bet. Oh, the man does voices and effects? Okay, that's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. I love it whenever people can do effects, because, like, voices are cool, don't get me wrong. But effects, those are pretty cool. Like stuff along the lines of beatboxing to stuff where it actually sounds like my brother. One of my younger brothers, he can kind of do the voice for the Google Maps stuff, which is crazy. Like, crazy. It sounds not like super one-to-one because it sounds more like a real person than it does like the AI thing, but it has that like same kind of intonation that she has and the same like tone, I guess. It's just so strange. But yeah. The only thing I can do is the Bluetooth device is connected, but it's not even like convincing. It's just fun to do because the way that they say it is fun. Around my high-pitched friends who I'm very close with, I cannot tell if I like her as a friend or something else. My voice gets so low, it's actually weird to me that I can even sound like that. Ah, well, do keep in mind that your voice is always more high-pitched than you think it is, or than you hear it, because the vibrations in your skull make it sound lower. And so, like, when you think your voice is like lower, it's probably not as low as you hear it. This is something that I realized editing, and also like I heard about it and I was like, oh my god, that makes so much sense, because sometimes I'm like, oh my god, my voice feels like way lower than it normally is, and it's not, it's just I hear it. I hear it differently. I mean, albeit it is maybe like a little bit lower than what it normally is, but not as low as I think it is, which is always insane. It's like a whiplash, like whoa, wait a minute. do 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 do. I never finished my story from like hours ago. So there was a fanfic, right, that I saw that was recommended because it was like really, really good fanfic. But it was tagged Sonic Prime, so I was like, but I haven't watched Sonic Prime, and if it's tagged, and I asked y'all about it, and y'all were kind of like, yeah, if it's tagged Sonic Prime, it probably means you should watch the show before reading it, otherwise you won't understand some of the stuff. And I'm like, yeah, y'all are right. So I watched Sonic Prime. When I get back, I'm like knees deep in other fanfics, so I don't even think about it, and it just didn't draw my attention as much. So like, yeah, I'll think about it later. Turns out that comic that I mentioned earlier of that artist who you know, like was doing an AU or kind of comic about it, they did write a fanfic, and that fanfic is the same fanfic that I initially found through recommendations on a Twitter thread, and it's the same one that I've like had open for like maybe over a month now, of just like, oh, I'll read it later, and it's just crazy because it's like, oh my god, small world. You know, like it was something that I would have known about if I had looked closer at the things that were in front of me all along. It was under my nose all along kind of vibe. Oh my gosh. Those webtoon ads are annoying, but so interesting. The talky ones that jump you on YouTube shorts straight up annoying. I felt that. It's like, how am I supposed to react when my boss plays Fortnite too? And it's like, oh my god, leave me alone, please. But some of them do kind of go hard. But sometimes it's just like, there have been times where they advertise a comic that I've already read, and I'm just like, that's not the voice that I had for them in my head, so I'm just gonna ignore this. It's not canonical to me. Oh my gosh. You know what I always had very mixed feelings about with webtoons? The music chapters. The chapters that would have a music in the background. In theory it would be good, but sometimes it would just annoy me, so I would just turn off the music. I just kind of stuck with like not having music on because, I don't know, it would just distract me sometimes, so I was like, eh. Or sometimes it would make me feel like, it would make it more noticeable that I couldn't read some of this stuff. As in, like, I would read it, but then I wouldn't understand what was going on, so I would reread it and stuff. Also, y'all know, like, those fanfics where it's, like, it's a conversation between two people, and, like, the conversation speeds up, so it's, like, statement, response, question, response, statement, response, you know? Like, them having, like, a conversation where it's just, like, very back and forth, so it's meant to be, like, a quick action, or quick dialogue, or whatever the heck, but they don't, like, obviously, right, they don't put in the, like, you know, character A said, "Are you sure about this?" Character B said, "Of course I am. Why would you ever doubt me?" Character A says, "Well, you remember that one time?" Character B cuts him off. "Well, that time was different." Character A, "Oh, well, what about this other time?" Character B's like, "Can you please just follow me?" You know, like those quick moments, right? Sometimes writers will like write those but without the character A, character B, and it makes sense because it gets kind of repetitive, kind of annoying, and I can understand why you eliminate it sometimes, but I think for only 3 exchanges, like that's the max. So like character A says one line, character B says one line, that's 1 exchange. 2, 3, that's it. Anything past that, stop, because it will confuse, right? It will confuse the readers. It confuses me all the time. Past 3 exchanges, I start getting confused as to who's saying what, and then I have to go back and I'm like, okay, character A, character B, character A, character B, character A, character... Okay, so character B said this. And it's very infuriating to do. Actually, a little, I guess. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like the little dialogue moments where they... Like, what they'll do is they'll, like, quotation marks, right? And then, like, the line. And then quotation marks. And then the line. And then quotation marks. And then the line, you know? And it's supposed to be, like, back and forth. And it feels like a back and forth. But only if you read it correctly. The moment that you like forget which character is saying what, you're screwed, and you have to go back to the beginning to read it again to then like, okay, that character said this. For me in the book, I'm reading by Cornelia Funk. She does it very well. Ah, that's good. I know there are ways to like do it well, so it's not just like, oh, if you have those character dialogue exchanges, you're doing it bad. I'm just saying like, you know, past 3 exchanges, that formatting specifically isn't maybe the best way to go. Oh man, there's so many characters and so much to process. It feels nice to get a little break. Ah, yeah, so it's just like a nice little breather. Calm before the storm, maybe? Oh man. I have a strange question relating to books. Does anyone remember that that book about lima beans? It was like a girl and she really liked lima beans, but she went to school and she was like, yeah, I like lima beans, and the kids at school made fun of her or something. They were like, we don't like lima beans. No one likes lima beans. Lima beans are gross. And so then she started pretending that she didn't like lima beans, and then she started getting sick and she was like turning into a lima bean or something. And only when she like finally admitted that she liked lima beans did like everything go back to normal. With the yeah, with the striped skin. Yeah, that one. I like the message of the book. Bad Case of Stripes, that's what it's called. That one. Yes. Good book. But the visual graphics of it always disturbed me a little bit. I don't know why. It was just like always kind of like ugh. Like it gave me like this pit in my stomach kind of feeling where it's like, ugh. This kind of freaks me out a little bit. It definitely shouldn't freak me out as much as it does. But I think it's just like the illustrations. It was kind of like, I don't know, like scary. Yeah, they read it all the time at the daycare I went to. Yeah. It's kind of freaky. Like, not in a weird way. I'm talking about just like in a scary way. Body horror for children. Yeah. There's that one. But then, like, it's funny because I don't think it's the art style necessarily that activates it for me, maybe. But, because, like, there's also this other book. This old child book. But I feel like it's like, less popular, I think. I don't remember where I got the book from. But it was this book about this girl, right? And she was very messy. She never took care of her stuff. And one day her stuff came alive. And they were like, you never take care of us. You never care about us. Like her toothbrush, her soap bar, her bathtub, her bed, you know, like everything. Her pillow, it came alive. No, actually not her pillow. Like a bunch of other stuff, it came alive. And it's like, yeah, you always leave us on the ground. And you don't use us properly. And you never clean us and take care of us. So we're leaving. And like basically her house leaves her too. And she's like, wait, guys, wait. No, don't leave. And her pillow is the only one that stays. And he's like, it's okay, you sleep with me every night and you take care of me, and I know you mean well, you know, or something like that. And then she goes and she apologizes to all her stuff, and all her stuff is like, okay, but only if you promise to actually take care of us this time. She's like, oh, I do. And then she does, and she becomes like a responsible kid or something like that and starts taking care of her stuff. That one I feel like is, at least in my head, the same art style. It's been forever since I've looked at the illustrations for these books. Again, I don't know what the title is, but that's the story of it. They feel like they had the same art style, but one left me, like, significantly perturbed, you know, like, ugh, like, bad memories, and the other one was just like, oh, you know, that's kind of, I guess, sweet, kind of, like, weird, but yeah. Honestly, a kid's book about body horror is reasonably scary. True, body horror in general is just scary. It's like, ugh, I don't want to think about that. Body in general is just scary. Ugh, I don't want to think about that. Oh my gosh. Do 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 do. Look at this little guy. Do do. I wonder if I should go ahead and put his eyes on, or if I should wait. What do y'all think? Okay, I have an idea. I will practice making the quills on the body, since the body has to have quills anyways. And then... what time are we at? We have like 30 minutes. Well, I'll just do that. I wonder if I can get that done. Scratching my forehead. That shit was itchy. Do. One I found oddly scary is when I was little, I would watch people read books at my grandma's house on her phone when I'm supposed to be asleep, and I watched Little Red Riding Hood 1. No space to type. For a second I was gonna be like, by Little Red Riding Hood 1, do you mean hoodwinked? But it's like, no, because that one's called Hoodwinked, not Little Red Riding Hood 1. Okay, so firstly he has a little tail. The pace I'm going at kind of sounds like a whatchamacallit. Wait, good thing I have nails on. Sewing machine, like tuk 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 tuk. And I read the one where the wolf actually ate Little Red Riding. Oh, like the original book. And I have, I think I have PTSD. I was so a little terrified, and I have a weird little fear. I have a weird fear of Little Red Riding Hood. I mean, yeah, it is like pretty gruesome original tale. It's like, oh yeah, you know, she got eaten, and then the huntsman came, and they just like tore open the wolf, and then they took her out, and then everyone lived happily ever after, except the wolf, who was like fucking decimated. Bro had, you know, Taco Bell essentially. Oh my gosh. Oi. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay. Maybe don't do that. One of the worst stories that was later Justice for Kids is Sleeping Beauty, in my opinion. What happens, like, in the original Sleeping Beauty? I don't actually remember. Doesn't the prince get eaten or something like that, and then he slices through the dragon's stomach, or? Do not remember at all. Do 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 do. 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 I think the prince just gets on with the sleeping princess and she wakes up. Oh, that's right. She has like children when she wakes up because she like gave birth to like the princes and everything. Yeah, that's just kind of weird. Crazy. She still gets cursed and she's locked away unconscious, and the prince stumbles upon her, takes advantage of an unconscious woman, gives birth to twins, but they suck in her finger and take the splinter out that way. Oh my god. What the heck? What the heck? That is a part I never heard before. Crazy medical treatment back in the medieval times. Crazy. Who would have thought? All it would have taken is some. Never mind. Never mind. Bad time. Bad time. bad time. Oh man. Someone to get sucked out like that. Imagine waking up and having 2 children. Dude, can you imagine? That would fucking suck. Like, you just take like a sick ass nap. I mean, maybe not the sickest nap, but you know, like theoretically, a sick ass nap. You'd like wake up and you're like, oh man, oh, how long was I out for? And suddenly you have 2 kids. It's like, ah, man, put me back to sleep. This is a lot. Hold on a minute. Alright, I'm back. How's Shadow coming along? Oh, we got his muzzle, and I'm working on his tail. There we go. There it is. and that's it. Welcome back, though. Talking about original myths and stuff. Grimm's fairy tales. I don't know if the Grimm's brothers are the ones that wrote Sleeping Beauty, but I feel like they are. Just gonna blame a lot of stuff on them. But yeah, apparently Sleeping Beauty originally woke up because one of her babies, because she had babies while she was sleeping, sucked the splinter right out of her. And then she was like, boom, awake, and suddenly she has kids. And ooh. Ooh. My question is, if she was asleep, how did the children develop in her womb if she didn't eat? True! She couldn't have eaten because she was asleep, so I don't know. And she probably woke up malnourished as fuck. Her brother, exactly. Yeah, there's like no way they would have like actually biologically survived. Magic. Yeah, it could have been like magic. Maybe it was like oh, okay. Actually, hear me out though. Like, okay, so what if, because like the magic was keeping her asleep but alive, right? So kind of like in a stasis. So what if the magic was actually providing her body nutrients the entire time to where like it wouldn't like actually affect her health? And because of that, with the babies growing in, they were just like consuming the magical nutrients that were already there, and so the magic made up for like the lack of nutrients that she was getting. So what if that was the reason? It's probably not at all what the Brothers Grimm had in mind, but you know, it sounds kind of sick actually. She legit sleeps for centuries or something. Yeah, exactly. Trying to combo magic with logic, not a good idea. Yeah, it never is, but it is kind of fun to do. Maybe it just gave her the ability to photosynthesize. And so she was just like essentially a plant the entire time. She's in a castle room though, Pep. For some reason, I always thought she was in a tower with like a window right by her bed, but that's probably just because the Disney adaptation. Excuse my wiggling eyebrows. I was scratching my forehead. Crazy plot twist, it shouldn't turn out to be magic, and they were Rapunzel and Elsa because their theories, they were sisters. Could you imagine? And like that's why they have magical powers, or like an inclination to like magical abilities because they were born under magical circumstances. Well, Rapunzel already has that, so maybe that's why she got like buffer. Oh man. In that case, it must have sucked when it rained. Didn't it turn out that Elsa's mom was like magic or something? Like from like wasn't she one of the spirits or something? Y'all ever gone down the Disney iceberg? Once. And I don't remember anything from it. I like blacked out. I went there and I was like, I'm gonna leave. And then I never came back. And I also were cousins with Rapunzel. Yeah, that were actually like cousins with the mermaid and stuff, who's like the cousins with Hercules or something like that. Some shit like that. No, that's wrong actually. Mermaid Ariel is like cousins technically with Hercules because the gods and stuff. Crazy. Crazy. A soldier or something. Yeah. I thought it was a very interesting plot line. It's like, oh, the mom's like a magical fairy. She got taken out by water. Very effective against fairy types. Is water effective against fairy types? I don't think it is, right? In Pokemon, I'm pretty sure it's like not as effective as maybe one would hope. No, I mean like in the movie, it shows Rapunzel. Oh yeah, that's right. They were like in the background scenes. No, it's neutral. Ah, okay. Dang it. While we're on the topic of Disney movies, if I ever find a magic lamp, the first thing I'm doing is wishing for friction to not exist. I don't know, man. I kind of like friction. I think if you wish for that, text me beforehand. That way I stop doing anything that I'm doing. Because, like, I push a lot of, like, big boxes around. And if you suddenly just, like, make friction go kaput, then I will go slipping and sliding, and there's quite a lot of things that could fall on me where I work, so just let me know beforehand. And theories that Tarzan is Anna and Elsa's brother, but proved not true in second Frozen movie. That would be sick. That would be a sick theory, but no. Also, I think they live in completely different time periods. Because, like, Tarzan was around the beginning of, like, where the camera was, like, invented, or had already been invented and stuff, and like there were projectors and stuff because in the research team they had like that technology and stuff, and there was like a bit of science going on and stuff, you know, very early stages but still there. And Anna and Elsa were like more medieval times, I think. Did they have any technology? No, because they still had like portrait paintings and stuff, so the camera, I mean, it could be the camera wasn't widespread yet, but I don't know. Without friction, you had a very hard time walking. Yeah. Power words. Frictionless hell. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. How will I drive home? It's so annoying. I just go to my boss. Hey boss, I have to go home today. Well, why? Is something going on? Friction, as we know it, is about to disappear from existence, and I don't want to be here when that happens. Alright, bye! In a way, it's good to neutralize the Hulk. What? Oh, friction. In the second movie, Anna explains how one of Arendale's soldiers what a camera is. So, motivate. Huh? I don't know though. I'm a hopeless theorist. Well, I mean, it could be maybe like they're not far, like as far apart. Oh, wait a minute. Well, so Tarzan having the possibility to be their youngest brother, because if the parents survive, get shipwrecked, but then still end up dying, they're dead in time for the third movie. You know, the odds being low of this actually being true, but slight plausibility. Just take all friction away and bounce the room. Maybe, unless it claps. Ah, true. Well, does friction affect sound waves? I don't remember if it does. I remember learning about friction from Bill Nye. He was at my grandparents'. No, not he. He was wherever Bill Nye, the science guy, is. But I was at my grandparents' house, and I was watching it on the VHS player. The good old VHS tapes. The whir of the VHS player as you had to rewind the VHS tape to watch it. This movie is enhanced with Disney's Fast Play. Your featured film will begin in a moment. The good old days. The good old days. Those cringe songs at the end of each episode. Good times. Good times. Oh my god. There was this movie that we had that was like a collection of episodes of some type of show. I don't remember how we ended up getting that movie at all. But it was a VHS tape, and it was about, it was Mouse House. So it was essentially these little like it was, what is it called? Stop motion animation, but with these little like felted characters that were honestly like kind of cute, but they were like little rats or mouse or mice. I think they were mice. What was it called again? I think it was called Mouse House or House Mouse or something like that, but it wasn't a Disney thing. It was like different. And the intro had this like puppet old lady or whatever that like I guess was telling you a story or something about the mice that lived in her house or something. And she would always start off the episodes, just in the corner down by the floor in Hopscotch Land lives a tiny brown door. Push the door open and step right through. Inside the mouse house there's a story for you. Mouse House, that's what it was called. Pressure if the room is sealed. Maybe if the room were large enough. Oh, I know. A very huge, bouncy, frictionless bubble in space. Bam. Now we all watch at school. Those Bill Nye wannabes named Jeff. The name is Dr. Jeff. What the heck? I used to watch a lot of Crash Course. Oh, unpopular opinion, I guess. Or at least it was unpopular in the school that I went to. I thoroughly enjoyed Crash Course a lot because I normally do have to speed up videos in order to keep my attention. Because, like, if they go through lessons too slow, I will stop paying attention. And so I have to speed up a lot of videos whenever I'm, like, learning stuff. Because I'm like, okay, you're going too slow. You need to move a little faster, bud. And that's what I liked about Crash Course. I never had to speed up the video. And it'd be like, back in 1938, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Oh, man. It kept my attention and I was able to learn. Very quickly, too. By the way, there's a storm going on outside. The power might go out, meaning my Wi-Fi might cease. Ah, well, if at any point it does go out, here's a special, I guess, disc reading. What is it called? Like a salutation? What is it called whenever you, like, you bid goodbye to someone? I don't know. Oh, special farewell. Helldiver, drink your milk, eat vegetables, don't talk to strangers, use China's best judgment. See you next time. Bye-bye. I'm going to press a very red button in front of me. Hope it won't replace the Earth with a giant frog. Well, if the Earth was suddenly replaced with a giant frog, they're doing a pretty good job with keeping it a secret. That I know of. I have heard no frog croaks. And I've yet to see a giant tongue anywhere. So, we gotta send another shuttle up into space to observe. Did a frog appear? Today at school, we had to watch a 20-minute video on our iPad, and one kid sped it up and he got in trouble. Ugh, that's so annoying. I hate it whenever, like, it only happened to me once. They were like, don't speed up the video. And I was like, but I can't focus if it's not sped up. This is boring. Please, let me speed it up. Oh no, I dropped him! He, like, rolled down and then continued to roll down. Oh my god, he's perfect. He rolls. This is just his body, so it doesn't count. It doesn't count. He's built like a hedgehog through and through. He rolls. Oh man. Okay, now these two spikes on his back need to be bigger and longer than his tail. His tail should actually be way, way thinner, but I'm not gonna fix that. Because I don't know how. This might be too little, but it'll be fine. Serious question, do you ship Sonic and Shadow or Sonic and Amy? Why not both? I think because they're fan ships, like, there's different ways to write them to fit into tropes that I like. So it really just depends how it's presented to me. But I tend to lean more towards Sonato. Y'all out here sleeping on my girl Rouge. Dude, Rouge and Knuckles, so cute together. I love their dynamic. It's so cute. Because, like, there's something about it, like, him, I don't know, just whenever you have a character that, like, isn't, I guess, very well versed in social things or whatever, and one that's, like, more versed in social awareness and stuff, you know, it's, like, my favorite thing, because one character's like, how do I talk to this person, and the other one's like, tee-hee, I'm gonna make them get all flustered, and it's like, oh my god, every time. Oh my god. Well, if my heater goes out, I'm currently using the trench coat as a blanket because my cat got my actual blanket. As it should, as it should. Let's see. When I used to play Sonic on the Xbox, I used to think Tails was a girl, and the ship Sonic and Tails, when I see Tails were a little cousin of Sonic. Yeah, like a cousin or brothers. I get it though, because like the voice is very like high pitched and stuff, so I could see it, but like no, they always seem very like sibling coded. But it's okay. It's okay. It was a mistake. It happens to the best of us sometimes. Oh man. I really like their dynamic though with like found family. I just think it's so sweet. Found family is a shit, bro. I love that shit. I eat that shit up. Up, 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 up. That's the sound of me eating it up. Has been eaten. Making spikes is hard. Cause like I have no way to like actually poke it. Just from there. I would like it to be smaller. Maybe narrowness, I need to get it before I apply it to the little guy. Do 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 do. Ow, okay. Roblox eating sound effect. Oh, 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 oh. Exactly, exactly. You know what Roblox sound effect stays in my head? Reverberating like a little fly in a quiet room. The drinking sound effect. That shit has stayed in my head for so long. And I hate it because it makes no sense. Why is that stuck in my head? It's a stupid little drinking sound that isn't even that good. There's something about it. It's like, ah, that does sound refreshing. One time I caught one of my brothers and he was drinking like that. He was drinking a soda and every time he would drink it, would go. And I got so annoyed. I was like, stop doing that. I know you're doing it on purpose. Like, it wasn't even like an intentional thing. Like, I was like, oh man, I hate that sound. And then he started doing it. He was just doing it. And I was like, stop trying to sound cool. It's lame. And it's very try-hardy. And he was like, you're so mean for no reason. I'm like, I don't care. It sounds dumb. Oh man. Love having siblings. I think Zeus is trying to strike down my house. It's turned completely lights outside. It's turned completely light outside. It's 11 p.m. Jesus Christ. He's dancing. He's talking with Odysseus right now. Thunder, bring her through the ringer, shout her and the judgment call. The one who makes your kingdom fall. Having a whole dance. Pep, shame on you. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, sorry, I didn't sing it the right way. Thunder Rizzler. That's what he says with Odysseus. Well, I mean, you know, a little bit after. Oh, man. That's him and Athena. No, he has the Thunder Bringer spiel or whatever. Whenever, like, he makes them choose between his crew. If I were to make you choose the lives of your men and crew or your own, why do I think they'd lose? Enlighten me, King of Ithaca. This hunger was far too great. I wonder who'd take the weight of the damned and suffer the gruesome fate of the Thunder Bringer. Yeah, he says it. Don't give me that shit. It's him and Athena. No, the fuck it's not. It's him and Odysseus. Wait, I read that one again and I thought you were insisting and I was like, hey, no, it's not. Don't tell me this shit. This some sort of Percy Jackson Greek god called. I don't know about her. No, actually, it's a musical written by Jorge Rivera. It's available to listen to here on YouTube. And it's retelling of the Odyssey. Very good. I'm thinking of God games. Yeah, bozo. Go on, squeaky little clown nose. Get out of here with them clown shoes. Your little dunce hat. Oh my god. You know, I think I mentioned this some other day, but like ever since my siblings found out that I'm like enamored with Sonato, they have been non-stop sending me TikToks about Sonato, right? And here's the thing. A normal person, an acquaintance, sends you maybe 2 to 3 TikToks tops, average like every 3 days, right? A friend that you're close with, right? Maybe someone that you go to school with, maybe someone from your group project that you really get along with, they'll send you maybe 15 TikToks per week. A close friend will send you anywhere 20 to 30 TikToks per day, right? With an occasional day skipped. My siblings will and have sent 172 TikToks per day. And then they're like, why don't you watch the TikToks that I send you? I don't know, maybe because it takes me 3 fucking hours to get through all of them? Jesus. And, you know, albeit, it's good content. I do enjoy it. But I cannot sit still for that long. So how am I supposed to, like, watch the video, listen to the audio, like, look for visual cues to, like, you know, read any comedy, and then also, like, any text on there? That's, like, taking up full attention, and I have to sit there the entire time just watching it. And if I don't understand it, I gotta watch it again. And it's like, and then they're like, oh, and you don't react to it. I don't want to leave reactions because then I gotta get out of the video. Then I gotta react. And then I gotta go to the next one rather than just scrolling down, which is easier. But then if I do that, they don't all get reactions. It's just like, oh my god. And they're like, why did she react to it? Stop sending me so many! Just sit and vegetate. I can't sit like that. I can't live, laugh, love in those conditions. Oh my god, it's 10 p.m. and I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. for school tomorrow. Stay in the whole stream. Oh no, then I gotta end soon then to get you to bed. Also, well, actually, it's 10 p.m. right now. Gotta wake up at 5 a.m. That leaves 2 hours till 12, 5 hours till 5, that's 7 hours. That is less than the recommended, like, average sleep time. That's not even, like, including any like actual body illnesses or anything like that. If your body is, like, recovering or anything. Oh no, we gotta get you to bed. Oh man, I want to finish this quill though. Dang it. You know, I will say this. There is, oh, funny thing actually, I made a TikTok like forever ago about Sleepopolis, which is like this mattress company or something, but they have a bedtime calculator. And I use it a lot because I calculate, like, okay, when should I fall asleep in order to wake up at the time to that, like, I need to wake up, right? And I do this, like, a lot, actually. That way I know when to set my alarms. Like, it'll tell me, like, oh, you know, you fall asleep now, you'll wake up, like, at these times, and it calculates based on sleep cycles, which is really, really, really effective. Anytime I use it and I actually wake up, like, set the alarm and wake up and get out of bed at the time that it says, I wake up really, really refreshed, which, like, normally I'm the type of person who, like, I sleep, I wake up, and I feel like I need to go back to sleep. So, like, I can vouch for how well it works. I made a TikTok about it, posted it, and this was like forever ago. They commented on it. They were like, oh my god, thank you for telling people about us. And I was like, what the heck? That's a mattress company? Oh my god. I only really use Discord to talk to one friend. I have used the server less now. We don't even send each other anything except for Elden Ring progress. Ah, well, see, that's like a different type of friendship, though. If y'all are like friends specifically for only one thing, then that's different. You know, that doesn't count. It's not the same. Like, once you get to the state in your friendship where you're like, or if you're just that kind of person where it's like, oh, this person likes this thing, so I will send them stuff about this, that's whenever you reach that, like, oh, like 15 TikToks a day threshold. And it really depends, because, like, it also depends on the type of person you are, because I know, like, there's some friends where, like, I'll do that for, like, a week straight, and then I'll just, like, drop off the face of the earth for, like, a month. And then, like, a month later, I reach out and I'm like, hey, how you been? And they're like, you haven't been responding to me at all. And I'm like, hey. Okay, I feel like you've mentioned and have been concerned about my sleep in another stream too, not questioning my sleep schedule. I mean, yeah, because like it takes more of a toll than you really think it does. It can affect anything from like your ability to remember to also your behaviors and your emotions. It'll suddenly make you start feeling like crap. And I talk from experience. I was maybe not sleeping the best for a while, and then I was also not thinking my best for a while. And then I realized, hey, maybe it might kind of have to do with like stress levels and stuff that are caused by irregular sleeping patterns. And then I like regulated my sleeping schedule via very, very stern talking with myself in the mirror. And I won't say it fixed everything, but it definitely did make it a lot easier to fix stuff. So yeah. Sleeping to speak, I got work in the morning. Good night, y'all. Good night, Alex. Drinky Monkey Festivals don't talk to strangers or strange best judgment. I can say, got a 2-hour delay tomorrow. Ooh, nice. Nice. Huck. Nice. Oh, man. I don't remember how I did the last quill. Whatever I did, I need to copy it. When I get off stream, I need to finish doing the thing that I was supposed to be doing earlier, but I didn't because I was reading fan fiction instead. But hopefully I get that done. Also, I feel like I ate 2 different times today. Oh, I did! I had pasta, and then after that, I had a sausage and some rice. It was good. Good food. Oh, now I get the spiel. Not when I get in stream. No, I will not eat vegetables nor drink milk. I will speak to strangers using my worst judgment. I mean, you do what you want. But I don't condone none of it here. This Pepperland ain't big enough for the 2 of us. Yeah, you better leave. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh. I don't want to be condoned by a person voting. How dare you? Okay, firstly, how dare you? Secondly, how dare you? At least I'm funny. All you got is good typing speed. How do you like that? Probably already left. He locked the door and everything. I'm in the shower later and I'm like, oh, I should have told him this. Dang it. Oh my gosh. See, that's how you know he's gone, because with his, what is it, 158 or whatever typing speed, he should have already responded. That or he can't think of a comeback, so he left. Tail tucked between his legs and everything. Walked out in shame. Oh my god. I hope these are gonna be around the same size. Yeah, they will be. Okay, good. Now just need to dig your own hole deep or arguing with ghosts here, Pep. Arguing with ghosts. Get Leave her now. I'm gone. Bye-bye. Alex starts an arc, Pep. Oh my god, I'm gonna be plotting my revenge. I'm gonna hit one of these. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that reminds me. So, I told this story a while ago too, but one of my coworkers at one point, we were talking and she was like, oh yeah, I have a friend who reminds me of you. And I thought, you know, it was like opening up a conversation of like, oh my god, you should totally meet them. Y'all would be good friends or something like that. Which I've heard before, and usually it's like a sign that they want to introduce me to like another friend group, right? Which like, you know, like yay, more friends, right? And then a conversation took a turn and they were saying like about the friend, and they were like, oh, but I don't know how you feel about older guys, you know, I don't know if you like dating older guys and stuff like that. I'm like, what, huh? And so, you know, it turns out they were trying to be like, oh, would you be interested in like one of my friends or something like that? And I was like that's a weird turn to take. And they were telling me about this friend or whatever. And they made a comment where it was like, oh, you know, he's very sweet, very humble, but like sometimes, you know, the jokes that we say, he takes it to heart, so he's, you know, a little bit sensitive. And I had this moment where I was just like, I don't think we'd be a good fit. I tease a lot. I tease a lot. And so I don't think I'd be a good fit. So like that's what happened in my head, and I was like, oh, you know, it probably wouldn't be a good fit. And she's like, oh, why? And I'm like, well, I tend to tease a lot, you know, and you know, if someone takes it to heart a lot, it may not be as endearing to someone who you know also teases a lot. And they were like, no, I think the teasing should be fine. And I'm just like, weird. Zach Varmatek from Wildcrest looking at, oh my god, not the Zach Varmatek, what the heck? Oh my god. Man, it's been forever since I've heard that name. Oh my gosh. Looking at, I will never recover from that. I'm gonna tell Dave about that and be like, Dave, someone told me that I reminded them of Zach Barbatek from Wildcrats. And he'll be like, oh my god, you do! And then I'll have to like put him in the washing machine or something. Oh man. Oh man. The off-brand Kronk that worked with the fashion lady, I forget what her name was. And then the chef guy. The chef guy, I feel, was always the most nefarious, because that shit was crazy. He was just like, yeah, I'm gonna cook and eat these animals. And, like, the whole show was about, like, look, animals are sweet. Even did an episode about alligators and stuff. And crocs. The crocs. The crocodiles. Danita Donata, yeah, that's what it was. Danita Donata and her assistant. Wasn't it, like, Romeo or something like that? Wasn't the assistant Romeo? God, I have no clue. Oh my god. Crazy. Man, never thought this would be the stream where I reminisce on Wildcrats. Dave used to be super into it. I thought it was kind of dope too, like the theory behind like mech suits that were able to like change into any characteristics that like, as long as you had the biological DNA of like a thing in like encoded into a disc or something, it would morph the suit. Like that was pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, that's fucking dope. And I always liked learning about animals. So it fed my little brain where it was like, oh man, look, this animal does this. Look, this animal can do this. Look, this animal does this. I was like, wow. Oh man. You know, I feel like that show would have made the most sense if people watched it and became furries, but that I know of, they didn't. It would make sense in theory for that show to turn people into furries, but I don't think it did. I think it just made them have an interest in biology. Wildcrats was just it. It was peak. It's pretty peak. Not gonna lie. What was y'all's favorite Wildcrat episode, or like what animal did they cover that you were like, whoa, that's pretty sick? Cause mine was, it was actually the giant whale, or the whale and the giant squid episode. That one, it stuck out to me the most. I thought it was pretty neat. I watched it all the time at my grandma's. I remember sitting on an uncomfortable couch, sipping my watered down apple juice, and the smell of slight dust. Good times, man, good times. I felt that, man. Good times, man, good times. Oh, man. I used to watch it after coming home from school and stuff, and I'd just, like, sit there and would watch PBS and stuff. Good times, man, good times. Wildcrats! On adventure with the coolest creatures, from the ocean to the trees. Brothers crats are going places you never get to see. Hanging with their creature friends. Something, something, something. Do 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 do. Creature power. Gonna go wild, wild crats. Gonna go wild, wild, wild crats. Gonna go wild, wild crats. Gonna go wild, wild, wild. It's been a while. I can't really remember. My favorite episode is the one where they go back in time to see. Oh, the Tasmanian tigers one was pretty sick too, and they talked about like the endangered species, and I was like, oh, that kind of fucking sucks, dude. Shit was crazy. The platypus episode was also good. There was another one. Which one was it? Oh, that freaking proboscis monkey or whatever the heck. The gibbon monkey, maybe? I don't know. The one with like the big nose and like, I think it was, man, I don't even remember which brother was which. But the blonde brother, he would try and use his nose or whatever, and it would be like, it's gonna be stuck in my head for the next month. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Yep. Oh man, good times, man, good times. We get an episode of that in, and man, the Odd Squad would pay after, which I was never a huge fan of, but my siblings watched it, so I was just there, judging the show very harshly. Martin is the one who likes blue and is a good swimmer, and I think Chris is the green one who is a climbing brother. Ah, that's right. That's right. Chris and Martin. That was their names. Yeah, I remember the day that I found out, because, I don't know, I guess as a kid, whenever you watch these shows, you don't really think about, like, oh yeah, these are real people. But yeah, they're just, like, real people. I thought they just got actors who, like, looked a lot, or maybe, you know, just designed them after that and voiced them or whatever. But no, it turns out it's, like the whole thing. Like, and then they were on Zaboomafoo, which I grew up watching, so it's crazy to like realize like, oh my god, these guys made like a banger show, and they were on a banger show. They know peak. Oh my god. Also like the pangolin episode. Oh, I don't think I've seen that one. Which one was the one where Danita Donata was like, oh, it was like lizards or something, like bearded dragons maybe? I don't know. Some type of lizard, and she was like getting those and making them into like jewelry or whatever, and like one of the brothers got caught because he was one of the lizards, and he got caught whenever they were catching the other lizards, and then the other one has to go and try and stop him, but then they like make a model or something to like supposedly endorse it or whatever. Shit was crazy. The flying geckos, yeah, that was it. Oh my god. I used to play games on the PBS Kids all the time. Oh my god. I think I played like a couple of games, but I like stopped. You know what game was my favorite on the PBS website? Which, mind you, I didn't go a lot on the PBS website. My shit was Starfall. That was the shit that I was into. But the game that I liked the most on the PBS website was this like fishing game for Dinosaur Train. It was like and they don't have it up there anymore. At least last time I checked, they don't have it up anymore. But you played as Buddy, and he would like go with his family fishing or whatever. And you know how like he couldn't fly or whatever, so he would stand on this cliff and he would like scout for them, and he would tell them where it was. So you would just have to like watch the shadows of the fish, and then whenever they started like appearing, you would tell them, like you would just click, and then you'd like supposedly tell them like, oh, right there, and then you would have them catch fish and stuff. That was sick. Oh yeah, Martin got captured by Nita and he slayed the day away. Yeah! Honestly, I don't remember much in terms of the show, my childhood, but I do remember the characters. I liked how their base was flying giant turtle. Yeah, the Tortuga! Yeah, that shit was dope, dude. That shit was dope. Flying turtle ship, bro. That shit was sick. It was a cool show, man. It was a cool show. There was a reason it was so popular. It still is popular. Is this still airing? I feel like it stopped, but I can't remember. Jimmy was a mood. Jimmy was a mood. I feel like, and I know this isn't true, but I feel like it would make sense to me if Jimmy, like, used to live in New York or something, and, like, was friends with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then he was just like, oh, actually, I got this sick-ass internship with, like, biological data or something like that, after working with, like, the Turtles for so long, and then he just, like, went to work with the Wildcrats. Like, that would make sense to me. It stopped airing. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, that sucks. It stopped airing. I mean, I doubt realistically they actually ran out of animals to make episodes on. Did they have a Maned Wolf episode? I feel like they did. My gut tells me that they did, that I've looked this up before and they did, but I can't remember. I'm gonna need to look it up again. We had this exact conversation if they had made both episode in another stream a long time ago. They sadly don't though. Ah, damn it. I thought we had this conversation before. Well, I don't know if like we specifically, but like I thought I mentioned it before. Where it was like, oh, I wonder if they have one. And I couldn't remember what the results were, but it sucks. They missed out. They missed out, man. Made wolves are cool. Kind of. We're just very chill. We're very chill guys. And we just look strange. We're one of those creatures that you pull it out and you're just like, yeah, this is the animal that I know. And people are like, what the heck? What the heck is that? A fox? It's like, nope, not a fox. A wolf? Nope, not a wolf. A dog? I mean, it got that dog in you, but not like that. Oh, man. A deer? Nope. I'm just me. I'm just Pep. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know why, but me and you started yapping about it one time. Oh, man. Knowing the way streams usually go, it really could have been for anything, so... That does sound about right, though, to have brought it up at least once. Good times, man. Good times. What else aired on PBS? It was Dinosaur Train, Wildcrats, Word Girl for a while. Have y'all seen like the ship art for like Word Girl and that one smart kid? That one was cute. And then they did portray it in the show where he had like a crush or something. I think, if I remember correctly, that or it could just be all the like little fan art that I have seen over the years where he's just like, oh, that would be a really, really cute idea. But I think they always did like, or he had a crush on Becky or something, which was like, you know, her alter ego or whatever. Or something like that. Molly of Denalio. Oh, I don't think I ever watched that one. I grew up on older stuff. The Land Before Time is the one that I remember. Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo, all the classics. I watched a lot of reruns of those because like my uncle, he just always kept this USB drive on him. And anytime we would show up to family gatherings, he would like plug it in, and so they'd be like Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry and shit playing. And I would just sit there and like, oh, just watch a bunch of Tom and Jerry. It got to the point where like I feel like I've watched at least 70% of Tom and Jerry episodes that are at least available online. Because I've seen so many episodes at this point. Like, I'll recognize it and be like, oh yeah, and then this happens, and this happens, and this happens. Like that one French one where, like, Tom is a guard or something, and then the mice sneak in, and then... I don't know, they're like... I don't know if they're speaking French necessarily, but they sound French. Or something like that. It's freaking little gray mouse with Jerry. Oh man. No, bonjour, Senor Pussycat, and then he like stabs him. Oh my god. I remember my favorite movie being that one Tinkerbell movie where her and this fairy boy go on a ship to find some sort of mirror. It was getting eaten by rats and Neverbeast and Tinkerbell. Oh, that's Tinkerbell and the Neverbeast. I haven't watched that one, but I did watch... Which one was it? I like the pirate one. That one was fun. That one had a lot of interesting concepts. You know, mixing different things or whatever with the fairy dust to get like specific fairy dust. That was pretty sick. Oh my god. And you remember that one episode, don't you? There's that one, and there's the one where they're playing with fireworks and stuff. That was fun. Pirate Fairy was awesome too. Yeah. It was my favorite. But to be fair, I didn't watch a lot of Tinkerbell ones. So, you know, maybe there was one that I would have liked more, but I just was never made aware of. Sag, missed out. Okay, but why was Young Hood the Oh my god, no, that's crazy. He was generic looking. Let me look him up. I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember what he looks like. Young Captain Hook. Did I ever turn on this keyboard? Yeah. Tinkerbell. I remember being forced to watch Barbie. Ah, man, I love Barbie movies. They're so silly. Nah, he's generic looking as fuck, dude. I'm so sorry. He's generic looking as fuck, man. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Here we go. But you know what? You like what you want. Don't let me stop you. My taste is horrible, but I don't care. He was, not anymore though. Okay, gotcha. Like, well, he was, but not anymore. Not with that attitude. Oh my gosh. Can't confirm. Why is his head shaped like a pentagon? Exactly. Hear me out though. Hiccup and head. I mean, that one's obvious though. He's just like, you know, lean, and it's just like, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. You know, it makes sense. It makes sense. Trying to think of like cartoon characters with like, well, you know. I can't say that one. I'll never beat the allegations. Oh man. I was gonna talk about a character from what's it called again? It's not Guardians of the Galaxy. It's the other Guardians one, the one where they're like, it's like Santa and the Easter Bunny and Jack Frost and the Sandman and the Tooth Fairy. What was it called again? When me and my friend were binge watching How to Train Your Dragon, she saw Hiccup in the second movie and she was like, oh my god, he's anime. He's anime is crazy. Oh my god. What was it called? It wasn't Legend of the Guardians, what was it? Fuck, I used to love that movie too. Pretty sure it's just called Guardians, is it? I feel like, I thought it was called something else. I don't know, but that one. Santa Claus is pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, but I feel like that one's obvious, you know? Like burly, kind-hearted, you know, tattoos. Like, come on, man, it's obvious. And then the Claus that they portray in the movie Claus. But that one's also pretty obvious, you know, burly, big guy, kind-hearted. Maybe I have a type. You ever watch? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Oh my god. But yeah. Oh man. It does make sense actually. There was like one character that I just like fell head over heels for in this one game called the Arcana. I don't expect any of y'all to have played it, but it was like this mobile visual novel game that had like a lot of interesting features. I'd highly recommend it. It was a good game. But there was this character. Actually, hold on. I have an art book. I could just show y'all the character. I'd like bought an art book from the makers of the game because I liked the art of it. It was really, really interesting. Okay, so check this out, right? Jesper's goofy name. Jesper is a hell of a goofy name. But like, this is an art book that I got, right? And it like focused on the art of the game, right? Which I really, really liked. The character that I fell for was this guy. And listen, this art right here doesn't do him justice. Y'all gotta see the fucking CGs. I don't know if they included them in here. They, you know, of course, all visual novels have like CGs and stuff. And there were some like really, really beautiful ones of him. Did they not include him? Pretty sure they did. I probably just passed it. Oh, this one though. This one was pretty sick. He was a little too twink looking for me, but I could admire it. The hermit? Yeah, he was a hermit. Listen, man, it had that stereotypical trope of like very quiet, reserved guy, and he slowly starts caring for you, and it's just like he's so sweet. And then you give him a scarf at one point, and he really, really likes the scarf because it's like the green color that you know that he likes, but he doesn't want to admit that he likes it. It's bro, when I fell hard. Oh man. Good times, man. Good times. This fucking character, everyone's thirsting over him. This woman character, everybody thirsting over her. Bro, all these characters, people were thirsting over, man. And, you know, that we all know why. We all know why. Oh, man, I don't think they have it. I'm so sad. They didn't include some of my favorite ones. Come on, man. Goofy taste. I don't like long hair and muscle stuff like that. I like the exact opposite. I don't know why, though. Oh, you'd probably like either this guy, which I kind of hated a lot, or this guy's probably up your alley. That, or the other guy, which was up everybody's alley, I think. Where is it? If you're into women, she's pretty hot, not gonna lie. But this guy, up a lot of people's alley. Except they're not real. We're not real. Wake up. Oh, man. Man, I don't think they have it. I'm so sad. There were so many, like, very, very, very cute illustrations that they did of that character. Yeah, they don't have it. I'm so sad. What's the point of this book? Oh, man. I guess I'll put it in live stream related after stream. Oh my god. I think my favorite part about that specific game is that it was very easy to get like the keys, because it was one of those where it's like if you tried to speedrun the game, it was hard to do it without running out of like keys to unlock the chapters or whatever. But if you spent some time away from the game, they would naturally build up, and if you played your cards right, you could like, if you waited long enough, you could beat the game in like one sitting with the amount of keys that just like continue to pile up. Okay, with the blonde hair, it gets me. Help. Listen, man, I'm telling you, they made someone for everyone in that game, I think. And you know what? You know, thank you for the meal, itadakimasu type shit, you know? Oh, man. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Hear me out. I like the type that's like in for murder drones, just not a robot though. So like the kind of sweet, goofy, kind of thing. I know what you mean. I find that personality charming too. I get what you mean. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Oh man, I have a lot of things that I like, but I think it's because like I see different medias that make it very endearing. So like I like, you know, very teasy kind of stuff because that's just like how I grew up, you know, that's what I'm used to. But then I also like, you know, like very not stoic. If anything, that probably would frustrate me a lot. Because it's like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? You gotta tell me. I don't know. Oh man, you hate me, don't you? You fucking hate me, don't you? Wait, my profile picture. Now it makes sense as why I'm using it as an example. Oh, I thought that was on purpose. I thought that was like purposely attached to one another. Oh man. Do 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 do. It's gonna be one goofy ass looking motherfucker, not gonna lie. He's bald. But it's okay. We'll fix him next time. Which one? This one. Just poke this down a little bit. Do 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 do. Okay. Okay, we'll leave this for next time. But at least we got the back spikes like I wanted, which is good. Next time, if there is a next time, there might be a next time. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But I want to make the head spikes and do the legs and hands, which shouldn't take that long. Like, the hands are literally going to be white balls with, like, black attached to it with, like, the little... I want to attach, like, a little yellow bow to it because I think it would be really, really cute. But we'll get there when we get there. With that being said, don't you need red? Oh, I actually have red felt sheets and stuff. Because the red doesn't go on the back spikes, it goes on the head spikes. And technically it goes on like the arms and the legs a little bit, but I'm not going to put that much detail in them because I'm going off the model that's on the screen. The Janacles, I don't remember the guy's name. I should have looked it up again before. But yeah, this little, where is he? Right here, this little guy. I'm going based off of this model. So yeah. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you got some like good crafting energy to craft something, or maybe you just enjoyed watching me craft. Actually, successful stream. I did technically stab myself like one time, but it wasn't that bad, so I'll still take it as a win. Let's see, is there anything I need to say? Oh, don't forget, pep merch still available. Limited quantities of these little guys, in case you want one of these to come into your home and just... In case you want one of these bad boys, they are on Ko-Fi, !Ko-Fi, along with a bunch of other cool pet merch, like keychains, pins, only one button left. And there's a couple standees, I think. Thanks for the sleep deprivation. You need to get to bed, bro. You need to take a nap, man. Oh, man. But yeah, with that being said, thank you so much to the channel members, and we'll just go in here. Wait, I forgot I gotta go to the actual ending scene. Oh no, wait, from here I can just end. Drink your milk, eat your vegetables, don't talk to strangers or express judgment, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye! Bye-bye, I slept early, I'm fine. Oh, you took that mid-afternoon nap? Nice, I didn't. I was supposed to, but I read fanfiction instead, so, you know, it's fine. If I enjoyed it, then it's fine. But bye-bye, see y'all next time I see y'all. Oh, tomorrow I'm not gonna be streaming, but I'm gonna be playing Terraria with Oyami, Luigio, and Dragonflare, which all of them have their own Twitch channels. I linked it in Discord. You know, with the schedule and stuff announcement. So I don't know who's gonna be streaming it, if I'm being honest, but I just wanted to play Terraria, so I didn't want to worry about stream setup. So yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. Be safe, drink your milk, eat your vegetables, don't talk to strangers or use best judgment. See y'all next time. Bye bye.